with here. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Shweebs
Shweebs! Chase
podcast.
spiked the mic immediately. Good job.
Did I spike it like a fucking haiku? What's up, everybody? My name is Chase. I'm the kind of the main character of the podcast here.
Nice.
The MC, and along with me, as always, are my beautiful little side characters here, Sakura and Sasuke. Say what's up, boys.
Hello,
What's
I'm
up?
the Sasuke of the group.
Oh, Austin is
Oh,
Sakura
man, come
confirmed.
We had some cool
Got
moments.
him.
I'll take it.
No, it's Austin and Bohden. And this week we're doing something pretty cool. It's gonna be our first video upload, I think, hopefully, if everything goes well. But also we're going to be in honor of the 5th season of My Hero Academia ending finally. We're going to be making a tier list for all of the known quirks in the My Hero Academia universe. Now, these are the known quirks that we know about. So those that we are still unfamiliar with, that have been teased and still not fully explained, we were not throwing on the list, unfortunately. And also, none of the spin-off series as well. We're not going to do any of that bullshit. Just the fucking raw season 1 through 5 known quirks, ranking them on a tier list. That's what's up. That's what we're doing today, and we're going to do it. Bohden is our tier master, tier list maker man. He will be the coordinator and the placer.
Yeah, I
of
made the tier
characters.
list. I gathered all the photos. Like, you got to let me share the screen though, Chase. You've disabled
didn't
participant
disable.
screen sharing.
Oh, I think I let
What
it.
a stupid
You can
bitch.
share screen. I think I've given you permission. I allow
Yeah,
it.
you have.
I'll allow it.
Excellent work.
I think I'll allow it. But
Here's our
I'm
little
excited.
tier
I just
list.
finished it. We all correct? We all finished season 5.
Yep.
I have, yeah. Of course.
Twas
course I
pretty
have.
bonkers, if I do say so myself.
Twas bonkers and lit. Crazy shit happening. There's gonna be spoilers too. Like, I don't think we can avoid spoilers, right? Like, I want to talk about season 5 so bad too.
Don't watch it. Don't watch this episode if you haven't seen the end of
Every
season
episode
5.
we spoil
yeah.
everything. So just assume now that we review with an iron fist. You need to you need to catch up or be crushed underneath what's happening. The Redestro and all that shit though. Talk about a glow up for Shigaraki and the League of Villains. Like,
Dude, that shit was
insane. What a
crazy.
glow up! 5 members or whatever to I don't know, 100,000.
100,000, yeah.
Strong.
A meager
A
100,000.
meager, yeah. God, so crazy. I love that they touched on like the League of Villains this last season a lot. Like each of them got their own episode kind of thing. And it's just so great that they do that. It's like an
Shigaraki's
ensemble.
backstory was just so tough.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
Darkest
That
the
kid
show's
is-
ever been.
Dude
Easily.
has not had a good run at it. Like,
no,
just
dude.
has not had a good run at it.
Oh man. I mean, based on his quirk too, you knew like he was destined to have like some sort of pitiful awakening, right?
Dude,
Like,
when he accidentally kills his dog, I'm like,
I knew- I
Mm.
knew right away when he was holding his dog out there. I was like, "It's gonna happen." Like, I'm waiting for it. It's gonna die.
the
I, like-
blood was a new like it's feel like every time I had seen him do like the what I don't know what I don't remember what the quirk's name is called, but every time someone like he touches disintegrates, I've only ever seen it as dust. This time they did it like with chunks of their body and blood and dust. I'm like, ooh, okay.
splattered him.
Just really get
Yeah.
gross with it.
Yeah.
That's how it happens in the manga, but because it's like an anime and they need to like kind of tone it down, they kind of changed it to where they turn into like dust and like ash.
Glad they
that's-
amped it up a
yeah.
little bit for that one though, because that was tough.
Yeah.
That really emphasized everything.
Yeah. But
Fucking
without further
bad,
ado,
though.
guys, let's get into the review because this is gonna take a while. This is a girthy list here. We've got a thick
Mhm.
boy
We got
list,
148.
and we're gonna
Oh.
do it. We're gonna do all of them. So our
Well,
list
some of them
here
are going to be
is-
quick. Some
Yeah.
of them are going to take a little longer because we'll probably argue about them, but some of them are pretty obvious where they're going to
Yeah.
go on a tier list.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try and keep Bohden in check here because he likes to abuse his authority of controlling the list and the mouse and key. So we're gonna have to try and keep him in check here. We're gonna take the
I'm
average
there's
of
gonna
what
be
all
a
three of
few-
us say.
If you guys don't vote the way I want to, there's going to be a few vetoes. What can I say?
Should we allow? Oh, that's a good point though. Should we allow one veto, one solid
Per
veto
person.
per person?
Per person.
And you can veto
Yeah,
it.
we should
and put
probably
them
do that.
somewhere. One veto. All right, cool.
I like that.
One veto, you get to change any selection. All right, let's get into it. Where do we want to start here?
Well, can you
Start-
veto a
Um,
veto?
Ooh,
Oh,
Now
we
I
get
just wanna
one
address
veto and then
that.
one veto.
one counter
That's
veto.
tough.
Okay,
Almost one Don veto.
It
you
can
could
be
say.
and then you
used
get
as a counter.
and then you get a Danny DeVito at the end.
And then you get a DeVito. Oh, we gotta put Danny DeVito on this list now. I gotta find a picture.
He's SS tier
He's
automatically.
triple S tier,
Yeah.
DeVito tier.
Or just put Danny DeVito as his own tier.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, where are we starting here?
All
Do you
right.
want to start with side characters, main characters? It doesn't matter.
Well, it's alphabetical. I figure we could just do that. Since it's already
That's
set up that
fine.
way.
That's fine, I'll allow
And
it.
the first two are pretty easy. It's All for One and All Might, and I figure we could just stick those in SS tier right away because their quirks
Yeah.
are insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the ability to steal other people's abilities is maybe my favorite ability. So,
That's
'cause you
fair.
can have
Oh,
any
by
of
the
it.
way, we should say the tier list goes like your standard, like S, A, B, C, D, and F. That's descending order, but we also have SS tier as for like the super overpowered quirks at the very top because
just the goats.
Yeah. some quirks are just a little OP.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so All Might and All for One, I feel like there's no fucking
Beautiful.
anybody want to veto?
You know what? I'm actually gonna veto all my. That'd be insane. So
Next
no,
up, we
so
got
great.
Next up, we got Backdraft. You guys remember his quirk? He's got basically like pumps for hands, like water pumps,
Mhm.
and he can like shoot water out, and like he can also form the water into
I
shapes. and
do
shit.
remember him. He's a great firefighter. I don't know how.
from an
like,
Well, he's dressed like a firefighter, Chase.
yeah. So well, he's got the garb down. He's doing good.
Ah.
I don't think he's.
By
that...
the way, we're gonna move these like around throughout the episode because
Yeah,
like if we put something somewhere and we realize it doesn't fit there, we can just reserve the right to move it later. It's
Nothing's
fine.
final until the episode is ended. So
Probably-
that's
yeah.
that's
Probably
how that-
plop him in at a D if it was up to me here.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, on the
D or
total amount of quirks in this show, you shooting water out of your hands. I mean, I can get a water gun. I can get a hose right now.
True.
I
this
can
is
do
true.
that. So yeah, D tier.
I'm gonna go with D tier for Backdraft.
Solid.
Best Genist, the
Mhm.
man.
All right, this
Thread
is...
manipulation.
Now, what
Love
is
this
he?
quirk.
He's ranked what, third hero or something? Third
Currently
rank?
third, yeah.
Currently
Yeah.
third at the end of season 5. Absolutely insane. The most dapper. I love him.
I'd say B.
There's always gonna be
I'm
a
thinking-
string user in every anime, right?
I'm
Give him a
thinking
B.
this is an A tier quirk right here. Thread manipulate. He can manipulate any thread nearby, any fabric, and like he can also do it on people like villains' clothing that they're wearing. So he like take the threads from the clothing they're
Make
wearing
them
and just tie
nude.
them up and wrap them up.
Make them.
Yeah,
nude.
make them nude, Chase. That would be the thing. What
embarrass
do you guys
them.
think about A?
Submission.
to death. Embarrass them to death.
A tier's all right. Can he like do anything with buildings? Can he like de-thread a building, perhaps? Maybe.
No, it's fabric based.
Like redo
Chase.
Only
carpeting?
fabric, yeah. So he'd be a
Oh
great
yeah, if
interior
there's
decorator
carpet,
as
I think
well.
that
He could
there's
redo
carpet. He could use
carpeting.
that.
Okay, you know, A tier, B tier.
It saves
I'd
a
be
lot of
happy with
money on home remodeling.
I'd be happy with an A or B here.
I'd
Uh,
go-
Well, since there's three of us and it's like the podcast's tier list, we just
Yeah.
basically whatever the majority vote is, that's where it goes. So I
Um,
vote A. Chase, you're saying B.
I'm
gonna say
B. You could get.
What do you think, Austin?
yeah, I'm gonna say B. Like it's dope, but I just
What a
there's
bunch
lot
of
of A tier
scumbags,
boys.
dude. Oh my god. The most stylish hero goes. Oh fuck you guys. All right, whatever.
It's just we have so
Bubble
many good
Girl is
tiers.
what do you guys think? Bubble Girl's S tier. What are you guys gonna say now to fucking piss me off?
I'm gonna put Bubble Girl solid D tier. It's not
Yeah.
even. I can't rationally put it anywhere above that. You make
D tier, you think?
You can capture people. It's kind
I
of.
looked up. Apparently, she can like fill them with
Float.
aromas. So like she can make like stinky bubbles or bubbles that smell great. Apparently,
So like
Bubbles.
Febreze, she can like be
Yeah.
a Febreze. So
Nice.
that's cool.
She's
D tier
basically
though.
an air
I think
freshener.
her and Genist would make a great house. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent home remodelers.
Yeah.
how about next up we got Burnin, Endeavor's sidekick. She's got like fire hair, and I looked up. Apparently, she can take like clumps of her fire hair out and throw it. So like kind of
Alright,
fire projectiles.
Super Mario style, kind of chucking fireballs, if you will.
If Best Genus is B tier, she's got to be C tier, and I'm not
Yeah,
gonna stand for
she
any
seems
higher
fair.
than that.
Yeah, we didn't really
not
see
above
much
Best
from her,
Genus.
right? Did we
I don't
see
know anything
Yeah,
about
we haven't
her
seen
other
her
than
fight
just what
yet.
they
We haven't
said.
seen her
Yeah.
fight. We're just going
Her
off
as
the
a-
quirk.
Yeah. We're just doing Quirk, not characters. Her as a personality, I love though. When the three kids, when Todoroki, Bakugo, and Midoriya went to Endeavor's agency to start their work there, she was just so awesome and funny. Like trying to get them amped every day.
Yeah, her personality is great. She's like so like fiery.
Yeah,
No pun intended.
it. Yeah, that was good though.
Next up we have Kami from I think she goes to Shiketsu High. I think is the school.
Oh, we saw her
and
at the tournament or whatever.
Right. She casts illusions. She basically is Genjutsu in My Hero. So illusions.
I mean, what are the capacity of these illusions?
This list is like, going to shit.
Austin immediately thought Uchiha and was like, oh, can't be below B A S tier.
Wait, did you say Genjutsu? S tier.
Triple S.
I'm gonna say illusions can be like great supports, like a great support quirk.
It's a support quirk, yeah. It's not a main fighting quirk or anything. Not that it has to be.
It could be. She could trick someone and then like punch him in the face type shit. It could be useful.
Yeah,
but like
it's mostly just tricking people though and being a liar. She's a liar if you think about it. So, and I don't like liars. We're gonna put her in C tier here.
And I don't like liars.
Should she go above like Bubble Girl and Backdraft can like manipulate water? That's pretty.
Well, I mean, no, you said he can shoot water from his guns. Can he manipulate all water, or does he just have the water that's supplied through his?
I think he might have to hook up to a water source to do it.
We're gonna drop him to F tier if that's true. That's awful. He's a hose.
All right, we'll put Kami in C tier. I guess we'll put Kami in C tier for now.
Oh, now I don't know if I'm happy with that. Maybe we drop her to D.
Take it easy.
All right, no, it's all right. I like the idea to like.
We can move her later.
Yeah.
Cement Toss is up next. One of the most OP.
That's an S tier character right there. Cement Toss. I won't allow anything beneath that. Everything honestly is made out of cement and shit. Like
that's true. Like I think he's got like an unlimited, and he's like we've seen his quirk in action. He can like produce a lot of fucking like cement. He's like an earthbender on steroids. Literally,
yeah. He's so strong, and
I'd put him in cement. I'm saying A. He might be our first A tier as far as the quirk goes.
Right? What?
He's not S tier.
That's ridiculous.
Dude, when he put up that cement wall to stop Midoriya and Todoroki, like that was solid. That's an A.
It was solid. Move. He, as a human, as a person, is one of the most solid guy. He's so solid.
He's very solid.
You gotta think though. He's so like versatile. He can make houses for the homeless.
Look at his little face.
Crush those that oppose him. He could stop kids. I'll allow it. Whatever. Fuck you guys.
Next up, we got Centipeter. He's a centipede. What do you guys? I think F tier.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably pop him in an F.
What?
We haven't.
What the fuck does he do?
Fly, right?
Centipede can't fly.
I thought he had wings.
Nah, he's got like a centipede head or something.
What the fuck is the point of him then?
He's a centipede.
Like, I just don't want to put him below Bubble Girl.
Austin sums it up the best. He's a centipeder.
His name's Peter.
Like, we haven't seen him fight, and honestly, just the downside of being a centipede in human society and like being hideous to everybody around you is kind of sad. So I'm thinking this is just a depressing quirk. I'm gonna go with F tier.
I'm not happy with
F tier.
He's always just petering around, you know. He's just petering around.
I want the fans to know I'm not happy about this, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, we actually hopefully he doesn't get canceled for being a centipedo. You know what I mean? We don't want to find that out later.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So next up we have Korono from the Shie Hasaikai. This dude has like hair. If he like touches you with his hair, he can like slow you down. Like he like manipulates time in that kind of way, but it's kind of a lame time manipulation because he has to touch you physically with his hair.
Now, can his hair shoot out? I don't recall even.
It can, yeah.
It can shoot out, right?
Like,
yeah.
He's got like arrow-shaped hair that kind of like extends out and can touch you.
It doesn't freeze you. It just slows down time. So he bends space-time. That's pretty insane.
No, he slows you physically down, not the things around you.
All right.
He slows down what he touches.
All right. Well,
that dropped a smidge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like C.
I don't.
He can't be in the same tier as Best Genius, right? He can't.
Absolutely not. I won't allow it.
The fit's too fire.
The fit is too fire. I'm gonna have.
C tier.
I'm thinking about vetoing Best Genius, but I'll think about it. So C tier for Kurono probably.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I mean, it's super useful if you're like a villain, I guess. That's the only time. Like, I don't see many uses otherwise.
Yeah.
In any regard. Maybe if you're an athlete.
Next up, we got Crimson Riot next up. Somebody we've heard a lot about from Kurishima. I looked his quirk up. Apparently, he hardens his hair. That's what he does.
So 2 back-to-back hair abilities. Throw it in C.
Yeah, good.
Maybe D.
C?
Maybe D.
We haven't seen him fight, and just based off the description of the quirk, I'm saying D tier.
Yeah,
D
I'm
is
gonna go with
fine.
that.
Yeah, he hardens your hair. Like, come on, man.
Take it easy.
Hopefully, he does it in cool ways. I don't know.
He probably does it in way cool. Yeah, I mean, can he detach like a tuft of his hair, make it like a knife, and then throw that
like
as
a
knife?
projectile? Yeah,
Nice.
That's kind of
possible.
cool. You could shoot hair out like needles. We have to see it though. We have to see it.
Yeah, maybe we'll move him up later after we think about it.
Put him above Bubble
next
Girl. I don't like these below Bubble Girl,
Yeah.
even if it's in the same tier.
Maybe both of them, honestly. Just thinking about
Definitely.
him having hair projectiles, maybe top of
Oh,
D.
it won't let you move him. There you go.
Yeah, really.
Stuck.
It's fighting me.
It's like you can't.
Next
do
up
that.
is a Crust. Crust is one of the top 10. This I looked his quirk up since
Oh,
we haven't
yeah.
seen it in action. He apparently creates shields. Crust's quirk allowed him to grow stone-like hexagon-shaped shields from his body. He uses these shields to protect himself and others. He could expand these shields to a large size and in different directions, and the edges of the shield could also cut through obstacles as an offensive attack.
And he won't eat
Is this
any sandwiches without the crust cut off.
Mm. He actually only
Precisely.
eats the crust. Actually.
Nice. He exclusively runs on bread crust.
Wait, is this a confirmed quirk though? Or like, did you have to look this up?
It is.
Oh, okay.
I had to look it up, but it's confirmed. Yeah.
Well, I think that's a pretty cool quirk. I'd put him around.
I'm thinking B tier because
like
I'm
some,
thinking
you
about
know-
seeing this quirk in action. Seems pretty good.
I mean,
Defensive and offensive.
yeah, the versatility of the way it sounds. I think B tier sounds cool. Definitely above.
And he's in the top
those in
10.
the
He
C
must be
tier.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Crust.
Oh, next
I like
up.
his look, his get up there.
Yeah, he's the guy who's
Lost.
like constantly crying. I don't know why, but that's just funny to me.
I
like
hear
that.
that. You know, I get it.
Reminds me of the Stone Hashira from Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I love life so much. I feel so bad.
I have to look up this next person's quirk because we just got introduced to her in season 5. She's part of the Meta Liberation Army.
Ah.
Her name's Curious. That's her here villain name.
Yeah, she's
What's
like
her
the one
quirk?
trying
Yes.
to do the interviews all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy obsessive reporter woman.
Land. Oh, right. The explosions. That's
Oh,
pretty OP.
that's right, the
Yeah, and
explosion.
she can
Pretty
make
OP.
anything a bomb. She can make anything a
Anything
bomb.
she
Any living
touched, she can
being.
make explosive, being an object or a living being.
Okay,
Sick.
guys.
That's pretty decent.
I kind of
A.
below
I mean,
Cement
think of-
Man, but
She's not above Best Genist. Come on, stop.
ah,
Really?
that's so OP though.
But
You
you can
guys
make
both say
anything
A?
a bomb for a villain. That's just like one of the most amazing quirks you could like, right? Like it's so destructive and versatile. The way she can make anything a bomb.
And in the fight,
They're not
nobody
super
like
strong,
she
but
didn't know that those
anything.
people that were gonna attack her. I don't remember what her name is, but when she
Toga?
was being attacked, yeah, Toga, when she was being attacked by the group, and they all exploded, and she's like, "Oh right, yeah, I can turn people into explosions too." Like that was too
raw.
much.
That's
That was raw.
The explosions seemed pretty weak, though. I'll be honest, guys.
Yeah,
Seemed
she
like
even
little
said
baby
they're not.
explosions.
It's quantity over quality.
It is
though. She's just gonna
quantity. You
keep
could
hitting
turn
it.
an entire you could level a neighborhood and like I don't know. For a villain, it just seems super A tier.
Then you know what? How about you put her in between Genist and Crust?
Crust, maybe.
I could see that as a fair point, right?
You know what? I also don't want to see her next to Cementos. I almost want to leave A tier alone only for him.
That's fair. That's a
I'm
fair
happy with
look
B
at it.
tier. I
Yeah.
think B is fair because if the explosions were stronger, I mean, maybe she could make them stronger. Obviously, we've seen Quirks can level up and shit. So eventually, she could be really fucking powerful. I just
Oh,
feel
man,
like she
it just feels,
she
like,
exploded
so
Toga
strong.
multiple times, and Toga was still just scraped up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it feels
I
like
don't know.
I could take one of those bombs, honestly. It feels like I could.
Ooh, next up, I think we got a strong Quirk right here. We got Dabi from the League of Villains up next.
All right, boys. We got our first fire
Firepower.
user here. Now, the thing I will say about Dabi's Quirk, he's cool. He's the Sasuke of the show. We get it. But
What?
he's the
He's calling me
he's
out.
the e-boy that every girl loves. But the Quirk is killing him. We know this. It's burning his own body. So as far as that goes, that's got to drop it a little bit. He's killing himself.
But like that's every Quirk has like a downside. We've seen that throughout the show. Like every Quirk, like even Endeavor's
cement?
Quirk fucking overheats him if he uses it too much.
What's
Mhm.
He's talked
Cementos'
about that, you know what I mean?
downside, Bohden? Tell me about Cementos' downside.
What if he's in a field?
Okay.
Yeah,
Where's he gonna
Okay.
get cement from?
All right.
yeah. If he's in the middle of a fucking rural, if he's in the rural area, like what the fuck's Cementos
All
gonna
right.
do?
Well, I guess he's never.
Actually,
there.
can he create cement? Have we? Do we know that?
That-
I can Google that real
Oh,
quick.
that would be insane.
Yeah,
Let me
Austin,
Google.
get on the googling of that real quick.
I'm gonna
That would
you
be
Googleize it.
insane. And while we talk about it, I don't think S tier for this one. I do think A tier would be fine. It's just not
I don't think S because
purely offensive.
Right. It's it's powerful. It's elemental, and elemental abilities are always pretty strong.
Yeah.
So I think A tier makes sense for Dabi. We haven't had any S tier yet. I wonder who the first S tier is going to be.
I can see him on the list there.
I almost used my veto. It was that outrage, Chase, but I'll allow it.
To put him in S
At
tier.
what, Dabi?
Yeah.
Do you want Dabi in
You
S
just
tier?
you love the e-boy look of him. We all loved him.
Watch
His
your mouth.
appearance and stuff. It's like we know. That's fine.
All right, so let me read out Cementos here because there's a lot more here.
Going
than
back
just
to
what I
Cementos.
think we thought. So it allows him to manipulate any cement-based material that he touches, deform objects, changing its appearance. It doesn't appear to have a time limit, so he can do it for as long and as much as he wants. Showing its
He can make a whole new city. He could create worlds. Cementos is S tier. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so he can't create it. So
That's big. That's A tier. That's an A tier right there, Chase. He's
Uh-huh,
solid. He's right. He's
whatever.
solid. You could say right where he
Cannot
belongs.
Look, I
create
can
it.
create fire
Cannot.
if I have a lighter. I have a lighter in my room.
So he has to be.
You
in
want
an
to see me
area
do
that has
Dabi's ability
cement.
quick? Watch me do Dabi's ability.
Dabi doesn't need fire. He can create it. But yeah. Anyway, next up, we don't want
Guys,
to take
ready
too
for
long
this?
per person.
This
We're gonna
is-
cut
this
Chase
is
out of the
Dabi's-
rest of this.
Oh yeah,
one,
Chase is.
so-
Look, I'm
Is
Dabi.
it blue?
I'm
I don't,
Dabi.
it's not blue. It's not blue on my screen. Next up,
The bottom
we
of it.
have we have Death Arms. I think he's got strong arms. So,
definitely strong.
probably D tier. I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's probably a
strong
fair-
arms.
Probably pop him at the end there. Oh, but
Just a buff
beneath
guy.
Bubble Girl.
Just a buff dude.
Do you think? Well, we haven't seen Bubble Girl fight, and based on the description of her quirk, it seems pretty lame. Let me see. Death Arms MHA.
Now, if the bubbles can actually keep, I mean, how strong are they from the inside? Can
True.
you try? Is it like Zabuza in that, like it's the water sphere type thing, and you just keep them inside of it? Look at his drip though. Man's is buff. Power 5 out of
Yeah,
5.
he's got strong arms. He can lift heavy shit, and he's buff. He's a buff dude.
Yeah, dude
So-
just hit arm day a lot. I mean, that's
He's,
really
yeah.
hyping
Well,
him up
don't just
for
say
it.
that. You see his quads. His legs are bricks.
Yeah, he's a
Although-
solid man.
He's probably top of D tier, based on that.
Yeah.
Like super
he's-
strength. I mean,
yeah,
super
exactly.
strength is good.
Versus strong hair.
Hey,
Kami
long hair
feels
is a
less
nice
and less
feature.
More like
belonging of C tier.
I also agree. I've been looking at her. Let's move her down.
Kami's
At
going
the
down.
At the end.
It's not. Listen, it's just D tier is D tier. I don't think we can rank it perfectly. As like,
Yeah.
unless Bohden wants to move it around.
Next up, we have someone from the Hasaikai again, who I forget the
Oh man, Bohden, you're
quirk of.
you're killing us. You're supposed to be on top of all 150 of these.
Yeah, sound off in the comments about how you think Boden's doing so far.
His name is Daydoro.
Deodara?
You guys could be looking. You guys could be helping me out, looking ahead and finding these people.
I could look a little bit, I guess.
Really booked up right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's just that, Bohden. It's just that
You're
you
booked
wanted.
up.
He looks pretty sick, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it looks like a bird.
That's right. His quirk allows him to subject nearby people to severe dizziness and inhibit their sense of balance, putting them in a state similar to being drunk. I remember that. It's called
Slosh
Slosh.
is his quirk. That's awesome.
Yeah.
D.
That's
D.
D. Hold on.
F.
No.
Okay.
You're just
To
Make
completely
people-
disorient your enemies.
that's a B tier, like a low B.
A B tier? C.
No, I'm thinking.
you
I
can't
think.
be
I
above
think C
tier.
is
Low
appropriate.
C.
I mean, true, like really strong heroes will just get like get through
Well,
that.
what?
They'll just
Well, what?
be.
If
They'll
they
be
can't
like, oh,
stand
I'm,
up
st-
straight.
oh, I can't let this do this to
Come
me.
on.
They'll just push
That was
through
terrible.
it.
It was terrible.
Have you ever been drunk and you're just like, I'll just push through it?
Yeah, I have.
And how well has that gone for?
it
you?
hasn't
'Cause-
hasn't gone
right?
well at all. But
Exactly.
I don't know. It's
There
not-
was that cool moment. Now that I think about it, it's funny because you remember that moment in Bleach, Austin, when Shinji revealed his Bankai or his Shikai or whatever, where he inverts the world and up becomes down, left becomes right, and he
Yeah.
did that to Aizen, and Aizen was like obviously confused because every decision he made was the opposite, but then he
Yep.
just adjusted to that in a few minutes because he's like amazing.
Yeah, so I don't think
Kinda
it's
like-
that crazy.
But different world. We couldn't. Aizen's.
No, there's no Aizen in MHA.
You can't put him in the same tier as best genus. We've already described B tier as the
No, that's
genus
why I'm
tier.
saying C tier. I think
I know, I'm
I
just
think that
trying to
Quirk is
further-
better than the D tier.
Just trying to further crush this into Austin so he knows his place.
You're a garbage pail person, first of all.
Oh,
I'm gonna call you out.
Oh yeah, my pastiness. Listen, we got
Next up, we have Kaminari. What did you guys agree with C tier for that sloshed
Yes.
Quirk?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
All right.
Whatever.
Kaminari is next up. Electricity, pretty fucking good. I'm thinking B tier for this Quirk.
Yeah, but he like basically becomes incapacitated if he uses it like
Yeah.
right away, and has
That's
still
tr-
not yet to got
Training
he
gets rid of
down.
that though.
If he gets through it, I
Sure, but are we
think using
basing it off of
electricity-
hypotheticals or
Yeah,
what? they've
but what
done
if
up
he's in
until
a
this point?
field?
Some hypotheticals, I
What
think,
if he's
are
in a
appropriate.
field, though,
Shut the fuck
guys? There's no electricity.
Chase, he can create electricity, a fucking
Shut your little
dingus.
mouth. You know what?
Hey, shut your tiny
Yeah,
little
just
mouth.
because of Chase, put him
okay
in a
with-
B tier.
Dude, electricity is super strong, dude. It's like
It is. That's what I'm saying.
like it's
And,
it's
even
on
though
par with Dabi, right?
Some
Like
could say the coolest ability.
he's not like showcased as being one of the strongest heroes, obviously, but like his quirk, with training, he could be a really powerful.
yeah, and we have
hero.
to be strict here. We're just talking quirks. We're just trying we're trying to keep the character biases out of this as much as we can.
Right, exactly.
I don't think he's
Um,
I don't think it's that. I think it's an A tier. Controlling electricity is crazy strong.
Well, can
right?
he control?
You can take
all
out
electricity
an
or just
entire
create
city.
electricity?
He can suck it up, I would imagine. He can take it all in and blast it out,
I don't
discharge.
think so. We haven't
He
seen
hasn't
him be
done
able
that.
to do that. Like absorb other electricity, like from like a
I
city's
just don't
grid.
see
If
how
he does that,
his
we'll
is B
redo it
tier,
as an
but
A.
I don't see how his is
Yeah.
B tier and Dabi's is A tier. I don't see how that's fair.
Dabi's
How
way
is
more
fire
well
objective?
established.
How is fire objectively?
Because think
better?
about it, because I'm thinking of it this way. Depending on the voltage of his electricity, which I'm assuming if he trains, maybe he could increase the voltage. People could just resist electricity. Like I've seen drunk dudes get tased by cops and just like endure it and be like, "Oh."
Yeah,
You
but
know what I
not-
mean?
True.
Yeah, but not like.
But
say
fire
it's super
burns you
strong, though.
alive.
Super strong though. Yeah.
But see, here's the issue.
You
is
can
that, like,
you can resist fire though. People walk on coals.
No, you
but
fire.
but Dabi-
Walk on coals. How about you
also-
How about you stand in a pyre? See what happens.
I also think about it like how much more established with his quirk Dabi is versus him. Like
Exactly.
Dabi has almost complete control over his quirk, minus the down, the fallback of it burning him. He still can
And
use
his-
it to whatever extent he wants,
I
whereas
just
he
don't
can
see how
only
they're
use
on
it once or
different
twice,
tiers.
and then he's
Its
shot.
fire is blue. We know it's hot as fuck. It's hotter than any other fire we've seen.
Yes, and Dabi's hot. We get it, guys. He's hot. You don't have to keep saying it.
I'd
We all know
smash.
Dabi's hot. We'd smash. But,
Next up, I think B tier is
oh,
appropriate.
fuck you guys.
Next up, we have ectoplasm. Oh, I think is that his name or his Quirk's name? I think his Quirk's name is ectoplasm. But yeah, he can create clones.
Only-
It says up to 30 clones at once, and up to
Mm.
36 after he has sung karaoke. Uh,
That is awesome.
and apparently he can also combine. He can like spew out the ectoplasm from his mouth and create one giant version of himself instead of 30 small clones. He can create one giant version of him. So it's kind of
what
versatile.
else does he? Is that his thing? That's all he does.
That's his thing, is clones. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
put him in a
something.
C.
Could be controversial. C tier?
I agree.
What?
Very
Yeah,
much
because
so.
depending on how strong he is how strong the clones would be.
Right.
And
I
there's a
don't
maximum
know.
of 30. You can't do any more than that. So it's
Now,
like,
are we only thinking combat for this? Because I'm not just thinking combat. I'm thinking like just the usefulness and utility of everyday
Yeah,
life.
he could basically
He
clean
can
like
do-
a
No,
whole
we're not-
apartment in like
we're
an
not
hour.
doing- we're not doing everyday life. That makes no sense. This is within the world of My Hero Academia.
Think about how fast he gets
Yeah.
groceries.
He could, yeah, he could set. Oh my god,
That's true.
It's a whole
C
grocery
tier?
list in like 2 minutes.
Oh, you know what? He can actually bring groceries in. C S tier. Ectoplasm gets an S tier.
He can
One
solve
trip.
20 crimes at
One
once. He can solve 30 crimes at once.
One trip. He never takes a second trip for groceries.
Oh man, that's it.
I feel like it's a B tier quirk. Is like a ton of clones, and if you're
Anything with
strong, you got a lot of
clones
strong
is,
people.
I think strong, like super strong. I
Yeah.
don't understand how it could be below that even.
I like it.
Twice
I'm
is going to
thinking
be
B tier.
better, so I can't put him as much as twice. That's fine.
Yeah, Twice is a better version of clone. It's a better
Yeah,
clone
yeah.
quirk. So I feel like we should have Twice above him eventually.
Crust. It doesn't look good. I don't know. I'll let it go.
Yeah, I
Should I
don't
move
like
Crust
crust
down
in the
in B tier?
middle.
No, let's let him go. I don't care.
I mean,
He's in the tier. That's good enough for me.
All right, next up we have Edge Shot. I believe his quirk was that he can like
he's
turn
edging.
into he constantly edges you.
More like Edge Lord
yeah, he's an edge.
Austin,
lord.
which is Austin.
He can like turn into strings. Like he can like unravel himself into like a material.
He also looks sick as fuck.
He's got a cool design for sure. Let me just read his quirk so we can get a full description.
Got a lot
Quirk
going
is
on there.
fold a body. Edge's quirk allows him to make his body and limbs extremely thin and long, effectively allowing him to transform himself into a razor sharp string. He's able to transform faster than the speed of sound.
That's
So he can literally like disintegrate his body into string like very quickly, and it also make it really sharp and like zip around. Like that's kind of a cool quirk.
So he can fly.
he can do anything.
Said he could
it looks
zip.
like.
He can like.
He could like at the very
can
least float,
project
I guess.
himself. Yeah, I don't know. That's strong. That's pretty.
I'm thinking this is an A
strong.
tier quirk. I'm gonna say it A tier for this
I'm
one.
going with Bohden on this one.
Yeah.
What do you
Well,
think,
Chase, you've been.
I just think the electricity thing should be A tier. I can't believe that you controlling electricity is B
He
tier.
doesn't control
I'm still pissed
it.
off.
He just has it.
he
He
produces it.
controls it.
And not really though.
You telling
But-
me control? No, yes, he does. He does though.
I'm a lightning simp, and I just can't.
I know. You're betraying your personality.
You
It
people.
confuses me.
Oh boy. Okay,
A tier? You're
Chase,
gonna put that with Cementos?
Chase, you've been
Oh,
outvoted. I'm
God.
sorry. Me and Austin both
Yeah,
agree. Sorry, buddy.
disgusting. What is this tier
Stripe
list?
is
Please
too
close
good,
your tiny
too.
little
I
mouth.
can't, guys. I
Um,
don't endorse this list.
You tiny little mouth.
Go ahead, stop watching now,
Next
guys.
up- Next up, we got a great quirk. We got Kirishima, boys. Fucking Red Riot.
S
Hardening.
tier. First S tier.
I think this is an S tier quirk.
First
I'm gonna
S
say
tier.
it. I
Throw it
agree.
in there.
We have seen him in action. He's fucking awesome. It's
God,
a super
so
useful
strong.
quirk. It's defensive and offensive.
Mhm.
It's a great fucking quirk.
It's like the epitome. I think Hunter x Hunter, how there's like conjurers and enhancers and all that. It's like the epitome of being an enhancer. You just enhance your entire body over, and you become like
Yeah, and we haven't even.
hockey.
We've seen him literally get stronger over time. Who knows how hard he could eventually get? You know what I mean?
He's hard.
He's always hard.
I'm hard.
Perpetually hard.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'd all agree with that one. Next up is fucking Endeavor, Hellflame. Now I think the question is this
Tough.
SS or S?
This is
That's a good
tough.
That's the question.
This is tough. So I'm trying desperately to keep my bias out of this because his character development over this last season has been just
Oh,
A1.
so
steak
good.
sauce.
Character aside, his character development is obviously one of the best in the
We
show.
love him. We love him here.
Um,
Currently the #1 hero, by the way, guys. So
I'm gonna
he's
say
so
it-
fast. It's got to be SS. It has to be.
It has to
I
be.
think
He can
it's- I think
fly.
it's SS.
He can. The offensive power of his flame is. Oh man, SS. I think SS is there.
yeah, we've seen him be in a full-on fight where he used all of his power in the end of season 4,
Yeah.
and it was just epic.
Yeah, and oh man, just the ability to fly alone. I'm throwing that up to like SSS.
Flying his
That's
yeah,
what
he's
it
got
says.
he does all these cool shit with his flames where he had like I don't even know how to describe the one movie did, but like, yeah, he does.
You can
some
shoot them like
epic shit with his-
projectiles. Yeah, it's super useful.
He can just zip around the city. Like he got to stop on a dime and then just book it in the other direction, like full speed. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah, he's got control over his quirk to an insane degree. Yeah, SS for Endeavor for sure. Next up, one of the coolest heroes in the show. We got Eraserhead.
Yeah.
Gone S for me.
Yeah.
S for me.
It's gotta be. I would
I think I
argue
agree.
S or SS. I almost want to argue SS because, like, the League of Villains know about this guy. Like, he is such a threat. It's like you don't look at
because
Eraserhead.
outside of the quirk, he has such a good ability over the ribbons
the
thing.
ribbons
that he's got.
alone, dude. That's
really
crazy.
solid.
And that's
the
not part of his
eyes.
quirk, though. I don't think we
Yeah,
can
but
include that in
it
his
is.
quirk
Good point.
assessment.
Good
You know what I
point.
mean?
Float
point.
and shoot out. How is it not? how
Like
is he
he's a
doing it
great
otherwise?
fighter, but his quirk has limitations that we've seen, and I feel like his quirk is great, and how he uses it deserves him in S tier. But I don't think this is SS.
No, wait. It's
personally.
the ribbons is definitely a part of his quirk. They float around him, and they shoot out. How does it otherwise?
I don't think they're part of it because his quirk is erasing quirks. How would that work with his? How you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then
I don't know how they float. I've always wondered that. Don't
Like
get me
what?
wrong, but I don't see how that's part of his quirk. You know what I mean? They're just like a hero tool, like other people have.
yeah, I just
Let me
love
see,
him so
maybe-
much. S
maybe
tier
it
is
is.
cool, I guess. You know, I
Like
think it
he
is. a
has to
part
keep
of
his
it.
eyes open. His eyes get dry as fuck, and if he closes them, the quirk's back on. He can't erase heteromorphic quirks, like quirks that like are part of your physical body and shit. He like, you know what I mean? Like there's quirks he can't erase. I feel like this is S tier though. Or do you guys both think SS? If you guys both think that, I can move him up.
No, S is fine. I think I'm getting too involved with the character now. I just love Eraserhead
Yeah.
so much.
Oh wait,
he's
I
made-
think that is part of his
Fuck yeah, it is.
quirk because I'm looking and they have it under his abilities. Is that what we're binding?
No,
claw.
that's just yeah. They'll have hero tools under their abilities, but not part of his quirk. You know what I mean?
I don't know, guys.
His, you know,
S tier's
It's like
fine. We got to get through this
Deku's-
list. This is gonna be a 3-hour episode. We've done like
next up we have Airy, who we've all know is rewind.
Guys,
she can rewind anything.
it's SS. I'm sorry, it is. It really is. I'll argue all day about this one. That's an SS tier ability.
Yeah. Because it doesn't do anything to
SS.
her, is what we've seen. It looks like she just can't control it.
We've only seen just the tip of the iceberg of this insane, like almost celestial like
Which
ability.
was
Like,
a
it's
solid
crazy.
tip. It was a solid
It
tip.
was a solid tip, as short as the tip of her horn on her forehead.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is good.
It's like druidic.
SS probably.
It's so crazy, right? Like
Um,
she. Oh man.
Yeah.
Fat
Next up we
gum.
got Fat Gum.
Oh
Can
guys,
stockpile energy.
this is a good one. This is a good one. I can't rationally put him above Cementos though. I gotta throw him with A.
I put him in an A. Yeah, I could
I'll
agree with
throw
that.
him with A. I just
All right,
love
that's
him.
fair. I think I agree with that.
I wanted to throw him at S
Maybe-
desperately. He should be above Dabi.
I don't know about that.
I don't
you're
understand
pushing
you
it, bud.
guys.
I think you're pushing it, bud.
You're letting your love. for
Next
the
up we
E-boy-
have I think fourth kind is his name, and he has 4 arms. I'm thinking probably maybe D tier. Maybe above Bubble Girl and D tier. That's probably, we don't need to talk about that anymore. Tokoyami up next. Dark Shadow. Great quirk.
So he can fly, which already boosts him above C and B to me.
Definitely.
But he's also a bird, so you got to
He's
think
gotten
about.
quite good control over his quirk in the most recent season as well.
Yeah, it also can backfire on you though, can it? Because it's like
Not anymore. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, well, anything can happen to change that relationship, huh? We see how fast relationships change in the real world.
It's A or B for me.
I feel like
It's,
I would fight for A.
I
I'd be
would. I
willing
really don't
fight
want
for
to put
A.
in A though, but
I might use a veto. For that
can't
one. I
Best
feel so
Genus
passionately.
fly pretty much? He just glide on string. I almost think Best Genus
No.
maybe should go to A. I don't know.
I
Fucking
fucking
more-
told you,
more and
idiots.
more about
Best
it.
Genus is so A. It's insane. He's the number 3, and then before that, number 4 fucking hero.
We
Come the
could
fuck
put him-
on.
We could slide him up into an A. I guess,
No, I'll
when you-
think about it. Let's give it a little longer. Let's let it sit a little longer. Let's see how right it
Fuck you
feels.
guys.
Yeah.
Whoa! Is
think
that your
Toko-
veto? Is that your veto?
No, it's not my veto. I have a veto that I feel like you guys are gonna fuck with the one character I want in S or SS, so I'm saving my veto for that.
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
veto that I already.
Smart.
Tokoyami, you know what, Austin? If you think A, I'm gonna agree with A. I think his quirk is so versatile and can clearly grow and get stronger in cool ways. Like it covering his whole body and becoming armor is so neat. I think A tier for Tokoyami.
He can fly too. That's okay.
Next up is Gang Orca. He's got the powers of an orca.
What if he's in a field?
That was a good argument. Fuck you.
That was a good argument, actually. If he's in a rural
They're
area,
always
not
in a city. They're always in a city.
Yeah, well, okay,
Not always.
An orca. What is that going to do
is.
for him? He's basically in
Gang-
SeaWorld all
The
the time.
orca, he's always
water.
he's always a hero that's on the ocean though. So I don't think we can even take into consideration him on land. This isn't even an argument for that.
I think B tier is fair for Gang Orca. He's strong, and the one ability that's really cool that he did was the sonar attack, where he can like send out a pulse wave of sound, which was incapacitated people, which is really good.
Yeah,
and we've seen how strong he is. He's like number 12 hero or whatever. I feel like maybe bottom of B is appropriate.
He's a bottom B.
He's a bottom.
He's an orca, you know.
He's an orca.
Do you want him
Is
lower?
that like a pro
Awesome.
or a con? I don't even know what that
Let
means.
it go. Let's let it go. But we might have to revise a lot of this because I'm upset, guys. I still don't think electricity should be B. I'm upset. Let's go. Come
Next
on.
up, we have Gentle Criminal, who
I love him.
great character. We got to remove
character.
we got to remove the love for the character you may have. His personality is amazing, but his quirk is his quirk was that he can like turn air into like a bouncy material, and he can like bounce off of it and like
yeah.
You remember that shit?
Yeah, it gave me Sanji vibes the way he moved around, kind of. He could like bounce through this, you know what I mean? Like kick through the air and stuff almost.
Yeah, don't look shit up on the fly for me, guys. It's fine. You can just chill there and relax for this episode. I'm in images now. God fucking damn it.
You can just chill.
Just look at the picture of him and put him in A. Dude, C tier?
I don't know.
You think?
Kind of bland.
By the way, if this does take too long, we can just do this in part 1 and part 2, and like it's not a big deal.
I'm not even gonna edit it, guys. We're just gonna upload it raw.
Yeah, elasticity allows him to bestow the property of elasticity. He can make anything he touches elastic, including the air around him.
Anything?
Yes, anything. I think that's a C tier.
Yeah.
Or maybe a bottom of B or C, I think.
Okay, so let's think about this. Anything he touches is elastic. Like a building, he can make elastic and just like anything. So like
I want to pop that in a B.
Glass, metal, air.
For how
air
long,
is just
though?
crazy though. Air was
Crazy, useful. He was like
conceptually.
bouncing and like flying with that shit, you know?
Yeah, you know, top of C,
He's
bottom
like
of B.
stepping
I give him
everywhere.
top of C, bottom of B. I don't think he should be in the same category as best genist here.
Actually, I'm thinking I feel like B tier for this guy for his
I could
quirk.
see that
Maybe-
because a lot of that
maybe-
that you guys were telling me, the buildings and air is just, that's what's got me kind of sold on.
like Deku, yeah,
tier.
Deku even struggled with him a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe let's do bottom of B for now. We can change that later if we need to. Next up is Ice Boy, Ice powers. We all know what Ice does. It's a great quirk. Maybe A, or do you think his ice is not strong enough for
I think he's a B tier. We
You
didn't
think
get to
B?
see too much.
No, you know
That's
what?
true.
I'll actually argue a little bit more here because now I'm on the inverse. I think he should be A because with ice,
Fuck you, Chase.
other than fire and electric, you can use ice to like make a slide. You can use it to make like structures and stuff. I don't know.
Slide? That's what you come up with?
Like
You
for
can
easy
slide.
movement.
Solid
You can
argument.
use it
It's
to
a
move
great quirk
around.
for Christmas.
You can use it to move around though. Like Dabi can't use his quirk to move around, nor can Electric Boy. I forget his name. Kami, whatever.
Kaminari.
No,
You
yeah.
really hate the Davi's and A tier. What is wrong with you? It's a
I know,
fucking
it's-
fire quirk.
It's purely offensive. It's purely offensive. There's nothing else to it. It's just he blasts strong fire. That's it.
All right. Yeah, I think B. Austin, I think swayed me with B too because maybe like above
Okay.
Gang Orca, perhaps.
You get your veto,
Watch your
Chase.
mouth.
Don't
Watch
forget
your
about
mouth.
that.
I'm not vetoing Ice.
Yeah, do you
Boy.
want to?
I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
veto
just
Geten.
throwing it out there.
Oh,
Next
fun
up-
one. Fun one.
Next up, I'll just say it. I think Gigantomachia is S tier quirk right here.
Yeah, I would argue
Yeah.
as well. There's not any. I don't see many downsides to this guy's character.
They
at
don't
all.
know what the fuck to do with him.
Yeah,
Like,
they're so
This dude's
bad
like
that
he's
yeah.
like the Hulk. He's like the incredible
Hulk.
fucking Hulk.
He's pretty much close to the Hulk. Yeah, it's like
The
unstoppable.
only way they could beat
giant
him
force.
was having him like them.
Yeah.
we have to get this guy to like us, or we're done.
Or die.
I don't. Yeah, I guess I don't know if we know the
And he
name of his
sleeps-
quirk. We just
he
know he's
only
the Hulk.
He only sleeps for like 2 or 4 hours, so like he also doesn't.
And
need
then he's ready to
sleep.
rage
He
again,
doesn't need sleep
yeah.
at all. He's just strong.
Yeah, this dude is an absolute force to be reckoned with. That's
a
an S tier
unit.
quirk.
Some would call him as a unit.
Yeah, Chase, don't look anything up for him.
Next up, we have Jiren, the guy they were trying that Shigaraki and them wanted to save from the Meta Liberation Army. I forget what his quirk is though. I remember it being decent.
As a middle-aged man of
Jiren.
moderate height and build, though, is that his ability?
Yes, he's middle aged. His
He's
quirk
got
is
business skills.
muddiness. His quirk grants him the ability to cause minor amnesia to his targets by making contact with their head, causing their memories of the previous 5 minutes and the next 5 minutes to become vague.
No, don't even argue this, boys, because it's 5
That's-
minutes and it's minor, and he has to touch their head. All those things tell me D tier right there. I'd
Yeah.
say the Genjutsu user would be better. Kami would be better.
Honestly, maybe even F tier for this quirk. The physical touch is like risky to get close to anyone, and like it's only minor amnesia, and you can, even if you forget shit, you still have your quirk and are able to fight, right? You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, it's like
It's more like a useful quirk for like everyday life potentially, like maybe if you can make your boss forget that you were late to work or something type shit.
yeah.
That would be really convenient.
So I guess F tier, not much fighting ability.
I'm
for
actually
that
okay
quirk.
with that, because Centipede should be higher anyway, but whatever.
Next up, Gran Torino, air jet. He can zip around like a fucking a goddamn spider monkey.
They zip
Air
around.
jet is great. I think A tier for this quirk,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah, it's like super speed is just a classic strong superhero ability, right? When
He can
has
also
it.
fly with it.
And
he
he
can
can
literally
fly,
fly.
yeah. That's A tier all day. I'd actually
Maybe above Fat Gum. Oh,
wow.
actually, maybe
You know
above-
what?
You
I
think
mean,
he
in
should
his
be above?
prime, he should be almost S tier. Almost.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. If
super
we saw more of
speed
him,
and flying, like, come on, that's insane.
Well, I guess are we saying now? Or are we doing as the collective, like his entirety of his life with that quirk? Because yeah, S tier for.
we're just
going,
talking
like,
about the quirk.
yeah,
till
actually, you
now.
guys, if you guys think S, I might agree. You know what? You might be right, Chase. Thinking about it, like he can
Classics.
fly, he zips around, he's really strong with it, and that's him as an old motherfucker.
Yeah.
Back when he was actually 6 feet tall and not 2 feet tall, he might have been really strong.
Yeah, that's a super strong quirk. He's got to give that up
Shrinking.
soon.
Shrinking.
Yeah, I think S tier for air jet. That's a good one. Gunhead is up next. Gunhead, I think
What
I
is
think he
his
has-
ability?
These are almost as good as some of the fruit names in One Piece, honestly.
How dare you?
Yep.
how dare you? Can
Yummy,
we
yummy, yummy.
we're gonna have an episode talking about your bullshit opinions, Austin, one of these days about devil fruits.
I mean, like,
Gunhead, I think his arms are guns. Is that what it was?
he's just guns. He says, "Did you get tickets to the gun show?" That's always been his phrase.
Gunhead's quirk gives him gun-like organs in his arms, which can shoot claw-like bullets made of keratin.
Oh, so it's not
You
even
can-
real bullets. It's like keratin bullets. That's okay. But no different than someone having a gun, though. So I don't think it's,
I feel like this might be a C tier.
Yeah, but
This
what would
might-
guns realistically do against most of the people that they're fighting in this
I
series?
think if we put him in C tier, we also have to put the guy with hard hair in C tier.
No,
It's like I feel like he's gonna do the same thing.
we don't even know what he can do with the hard hair.
Yeah, we don't know if he can shoot him out like projectiles, Chase. That's just he
A
can maybe
tough.
take it off, but
A
it doesn't mean
tough.
he can shoot him out like a porcupine. You know what I mean? Just fucking.
All right,
Yeah.
whatever. Whatever, guys. Whatever. Just go to the
All
next
right,
one.
Whatever.
Go to the next one.
Let's see. This next guy is a villain. His name is Habit Headgear, and his traps are really strong.
I actually can't even. He is a mountain of a man. He is only traps.
I guess I don't want to look like that. Maybe F.
Well, what's his
You think this should
ability?
be-
He's just strong.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
all,
he's got really strong. His traps, as you can see, his trapezoids like bulk up and go over his head. Can you see? Can you
Is
see
that actually his ability though? Is that he has strong traps?
Yes.
So he's like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
in ancient
You can-
Greece. They said the trap was the best muscle. So
They said
See
that.
his traps like
Yeah.
extend over his head.
Who said that?
the ancient Greeks.
The ancient Greeks.
Written on tablets.
They said the trap is
On
the core of the body.
stone.
Maybe F. Okay, so on to the next time we got Saro. His quirk is tape. He
I
fires
love
tape from his
Saro.
elbows.
Guys, I really love
I like-
Saro because he can like really like Spider-Man around with this shit, and I love it.
Yeah, and you
Looks
can
fun.
capture villains with it. You can
Yeah.
wrap them up.
But
zip
is it
around like
stronger than
Spider-Man.
shooting guns? Shooting bullets
Yes.
and guns.
It's a good point. Do you think he's C tier or B tier? Because I feel
I
like
think
that's
he's just
where he
more
belongs.
flexible. He has more options to use with his quirk. That's what I'm thinking of. Less like offensive power,
Oh.
more options.
I don't think it's B
Yeah,
tier, though.
he's his quirk is potentially more versatile than like anybody.
We're
in
putting him on the
C tier.
same tier though as like Orca and Genus and stuff, guys. Like I don't think that's fair. I don't think
Well, I
that's
guess
right.
if you were comparing Gunhead to him, yeah, but I think for the rest of them, then yeah, we would need to relook at B tier pretty heavy. We'll probably have to go back through B tier pretty
I think at
heavy.
the very end we'll have to have like a quick just a reassembling of some of these lists here. Go to the next one.
Next one up. Oh boy, one of my favorite quirks in the show. We got Hawks, and his quirk is Fierce Wings. Just based off that name, this is an S tier quirk. Fuck all of you if you disagree.
I agree.
Actually, nah, I want to say SS.
He's not
but-
SS. He's
It's
not
S.
SS.
It's S.
Get the fuck out of here, Bohden.
All right, I'll go with S. I'm happy with S.
Actually, you
Alright.
know what? I'm thinking about it for a second.
No, you can't just keep doing that. You're gonna
Well,
make this
wait.
take
He can
forever.
shoot. He can throw them. You saw in this season, he can use them as like listening devices too, and read the vibrations. That's fucking cool. That's like espionage shit. He can fly super fast, and he can shoot them out at you, and they
Could
just
it
keep
be
coming back.
espionage shit.
You're right. Just espionage. Austin
That was
Swade
good,
stays in S.
Yeah, S. He's S tier. I think it makes the most sense. Next up, thank you guys for looking ahead. Don't worry, I'll do it for you.
I don't know their names.
Um,
Bohden. I can't look.
Don't
ahead if I know
everybody
everyone's
type it in
name.
all at once. Don't everybody Google it all at once.
We have somebody from the Shie Hasaikai again.
Hasake. Hasake.
Let's see. His quirk was
Being obedient.
Super important. Nice chase.
Wow, this guy has like a novel about him.
no. This is the. I'm looking up the. Where's he at? He's one of these guys, but it's just loading still. There we go.
Cool.
Hikiji 10 guy. Oh, was this guy who can create the force field? He fought with Rappa, I think. I think that's what
Just
this
keep
guy
that
was.
page
Yeah.
open.
It's always open, Jason. It just takes a while to type it in. You
That's
guys can
okay.
type in ahead of time if you see, whatever. Barrier is his quirk. He can materialize extremely durable dome-shaped force fields around himself, and the strength of the force field has been compared to that of a steel wall. So he can create a force field. A strong
Now,
force
when
field.
I think of force fields, I think of Bartolomeo in One Piece. It's definitely nowhere near that level, of course, but
Can he?
I
can
love
he
the
be
idea
mobile?
of force fields.
Can he be mobile with that force field? Because from what I remember, he has to be like maintaining it still. Because like I don't think he can, like he can't like let go of the force field and then go do other things. See, like he's looks like he's unable to
Right.
do more than one.
Apparently, the force field is projected at a range of his choosing with him at the center. So I don't think he can move. Right. Great defensive quirk, but like if someone's got a super powered quirk where there's makes them strong, they can probably bust through it.
Or if it's just more than one person he's fighting against, I mean, what's the point? And if he only gets one of them, you know.
I'm thinking maybe C tier for the barrier quirk.
Yeah.
If you guys
That's
disagree.
good. That's good.
All right, next up, this is interesting because Toga's quirk up until last season I would have said like, I don't know, maybe A tier, because it's a great stealth quirk and like yeah, espionage quirk. But if she can literally copy the quirk of the person she transforms into, we found out. And I feel like that's an S tier fucking ability.
We don't know the limitations of that. There's definitely no way it's going to be on the same level though as like All for One or like even who else can take abilities like no I don't know. I don't know if she's capable of keeping them like oh, who's the guy in class 1B, the really obnoxious funny guy who can take quirks or borrow them?
Monoma.
Monoma, yeah. So you know how
Yeah.
he has blanks and stuff. I'm wondering if hers are like if she would have blanks as well in regards to taking some of their quirks. So it's probably not all encompassing. I can't imagine.
It's possible. And she has to like work to get the blood of the person in order to do it in the first place. She has to ingest the blood.
You really think S tier for that?
I might say A just
It's-
because of that limitation. But if she gets it, let's see,
Yeah.
it's like a 50. Like if we could do like a between S and A, and like I would say that's, but then you can't. We can't.
I wonder if it's like if she's had the blood before, she can just use it later on, at any point now.
Well, I think once she gets it, she has it, like stockpiled, right?
I thought she had like the pouch of the blood vials.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
she can like split it up.
I see.
Yes, I think she has. I don't think she can just like drink the blood once and then from that point on she can transform
Right.
whenever. I think she
Yeah, it'd be
always has
crazy.
to have some blood on her.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I
There's
think
too many
A tier is-
limitations.
A tier is still strong. You know what I mean? I think maybe she's like above
I'd give her an A.
some of
though,
these
yeah.
people, like middle of A.
You'd put her above Edge Shot.
Do you think maybe not?
I don't know. I'm just Edge Shot's a lot. It has almost no limitations at all. In fact, I could.
His
even
quirk
see
is
Edge
really
Shot
cool.
going up above Dabi if we want to really.
I could see a lot of people going above Dabi. They're Austin.
Well,
I'm
you
not
maybe
gonna
watch
argue
your
with you.
tone. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have
Fucking
time for that.
e-boy dick suckers here.
Yeah, sound off in the comments if you think Chase is being a bitch today.
Not in the comments if you think Austin just wants to blow Dabi. that's why he's an S.
I do,
Thank
so you don't have to sound off in the comments.
It's just Austin commenting in the comments, like, yeah, I would.
Yeah, I would. I agree with. I find different usernames and just keep saying
Yeah,
Austin's
yeah.
right.
Austin's good.
right.
That's a good point.
Thanks for looking ahead of time, guys. Next guy up is somebody I forget the name of and the quirk of. Well, I think his
I
quirk
really
is that
thought
he
you were on
can
top
create.
of this, bud.
I forget his name. He can create dragon scales on his body and then also use them as like projectiles.
Dragoon.
I think that's who
Oh.
this guy is.
Oh yeah, that's
Good job, Chase. Good job, everybody.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
There's so many
um,
characters. In this show.
was
that's
perfect.
Oh yeah, Rin. Yeah, here are you, Rin.
Kiryu.
Oh yeah, Rin.
Yeah, scales. It sprouts strong, durable reptilian scales from his skin, and they can be armor and they can also be projectiles.
All right, so what do you guys think? Drop him down to D, B, C?
D,
Definitely not
you
B.
think?
I could put him in. Well, you said he can shoot them from his arms as well.
Yep.
I'd pop him into this at a C.
He's not going above C. There's no way he can go above C tier.
I'd pop him into the C.
Gonna throw
a
him
good
in
C.
Orca and then.
Yeah, I'm thinking above Gunhead in C tier.
Watch your mouth.
What do you think about that, Chase?
I think that's fair, and I'll allow it. Let's go to the
Yeah.
next one. It's exciting.
Yeah, the next one is Shinzo's quirk, which is brainwash.
Brainwash. This is an amazing quirk, and it's
Hey.
only going to get better, and it's just amazing. So I think it's. I mean, the only downside is once everybody knows about him, like eventually. Well, not even
Yeah,
eventually.
but he used
can
that
change his
that
voice. Yeah, the
voice changer. That was.
Yeah. I don't think he's
I'd
A
put him
tier
in a
though.
A.
I'd put him in
The
a
voice
B
changer
tier.
hero tool makes him easily very much A or S tier.
What do you think, Chase?
I think he's an E boy. I think I'll leave him in A tier. That's fine.
I think he's the top of A tier.
No, he's not. You fucking go back with that one, Bohden. Cementos
What do
is
you
the
think,
top of A
Austin?
tier.
What do you think, Austin?
I will veto this pick. I choose to use my.
You're gonna
count.
veto this
I
pick?
count Danny DeVito this pick to the bottom of A tier.
I think he would probably be like the most OP espionage type character. So yeah.
Not even espionage though. He can like it's super.
What does that
strong.
mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like what's your verdict?
Good thought. Good thought. Good thought.
So,
I don't know. I mean,
not
I
above
don't know that
Cementos.
I'd
Get
put
the
him above Cementos, but I'd
disrespectful.
put him right beneath Edshot if I was to be honest with you.
Okay, that's fair.
He's above Dabi.
Middle of A tier for sure.
Watch your mouth.
Next up we have I forget his name, but he's a teacher at UA and he's got a dog Quirk. He's like a hound.
He's the goodest boy. So
He's a good boy.
Um,
Probably D tier.
yeah,
If
he's
you're a dog, you're probably D tier.
As a dog, D for dog.
nice.
Next up we have Shiozaki from class 1B. Her hair is like vines. She can use them as like defensively as like a big wall. She can also use them as like a spider would use their webs. She can like send them out in all kind of different directions, that she can sense vibrations and locate people with them. She can capture people with them. It's a
So,
pretty
guys,
versatile Quirk.
you can't. I mean,
B.
you can't put it below Zero, right? It's like Zero's but better. So
I think she might be an A tier Quirk. Yeah, maybe bottom of A tier. I think it's a really good Quirk. Because she also we've also seen her fight Kaminari in the tournament with her, and she literally beat She beat the electric Quirk, and he's in B tier. Also,
God.
you know what? As we're filling out this
Disgusting.
fucking list, Best Genus is really fucked over here. You guys really fucked this man, because there's no way she's better than Best Genus. I'm putting Best Genus in A tier. I'm sorry. This is bullshit. He's getting changed.
I do agree.
Yeah, that's
I've been
fair.
waiting
I
This
was
is just
thinking
not
we might
right.
need
I've been
B
waiting for it.
anyways.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's cool.
All
Whatever.
right.
Okay,
Was that
now
a veto?
this
We all agreed. Never mind.
this list feels much better now. All right. Do you guys disagree? Do you guys disagree with Shiozaki being in A tier? By the way.
Yes, I do.
I think
disagree
B,
with that. I think B
personally.
tier.
Oh, you guys think B? Oh,
High
okay.
B. High B.
High B.
Like, very high B.
Top
yeah.
of B.
Yeah.
I
I'd
don't
agree
think
with
she
that,
can hang
actually.
with Fat Gum. Quirks like Fat Gum
Okay.
and Cementos and Best Genus. I don't think she can hang with that.
It's the
you know what,
vibrations thing that I thought was the most like unique
yeah, I
part
mean,
of that.
sure.
That was cool. Next up, we have another elemental ability,
Love
which
him.
I think are strong. Inasa's wind ability, really fucking great. This is probably an A tier. We can all agree with that.
Objectively, in every fashionable way, more useful and stronger than Dabi's ability. In every fashionable way. There's no way you can argue it otherwise.
Oh, that's
Fashionable?
you know what? That's a good point, Chase.
I don't
Because he
see
could
how
blow
you
the
can-
fire away.
Yeah, I don't see how.
You know
can
what?
even-
He's going to the top of A tier.
Doesn't-
under Cementos.
fly.
Doesn't wind enhance fire? Like, aren't we understanding how
small-
fire works?
in-
Oxygen? Like,
Only
you
in
understand how that works?
No,
not if it's
Actually,
strong enough.
you have a point though, Austin. You would have a point if it wasn't for his quirk specifically and how he uses it. They stated that he is so precise with his wind. He can control every single current of the wind. He could literally like swirl the fire around and make the fire go somewhere else. Like, I don't think he would enhance it just by blowing wind. He can create the currents and control the currents and shit. I feel like he could dissipate Dabi's fire, which is, I think Chase actually has a point here personally.
Chase has been looking for an instance to cut Dabi down.
He is, and I think he finally found it with this one. Chase, you're a lucky piece of shit.
Been looking for a fight.
He's been looking.
I shoot fire.
If you guys don't disagree, I think that's a good spot for him.
Fine.
Next up, we have Ingenium, 10 years older brother's version of Ingenium.
So cool.
Super speed, basically. I think
Mhm.
his jets come out
When he
from
was
his
alive.
arms
When he was
instead of his
alive.
legs, like Tenya's does. I think his jets come out of his arms. I'm not sure, but I think so. I feel like this is A or B. Basically, because we haven't seen him really in action, and Stain
I mean, so we can
absolutely
assume
fucked
it's
him up.
We can assume it's like pretty similar to Ida's, and like I don't know. I think it would be in B tier. It's like super speed, but like there's limitations to it also, because it's like it's not just your body. Like you can overdo it and hurt yourself, right? Like
Well, yeah, because Tenya, Ida's
gets leg cramps.
he can like stall out his engine,
yeah,
so,
it's
like,
not
shit
even
like
like yeah.
because the quirks are physical abilities, so it's
That's
not
got
like
to be
just
B.
perfect.
That drops down to B tier for me. For boy,
Yeah.
I don't think that's A.
Do you think he's above? Do you think he's
Sorry,
above
guys.
these people though? Because
The
I
cat
feel
just
like
dropped a vase. But we're gonna
It
keep
didn't
going.
break.
No.
I guess we'll just put him there for now. Next up, we have some guy from he was that villain that
Some guy.
Robbie and them fought during that Selkie episode where you first see
Crab Rangoon.
Suze. He's an octopus villain and
Oh,
he
he
has
looks like a
octopus
crab.
powers.
F tier. Get him out of here. I don't want to see him.
Do you think he's?
Be gone from me.
I think D tier though. Honestly,
He disgusts me.
Are you anti-seafood, bro? Is that what it is?
No.
Like a
but
personal thing for you?
I don't know.
you
I
got
just don't-
strong tentacles and shit. You're better than the dog, Quirk. This guy's a dog.
I don't
He's
think a
got to be
dog
better
should
than
be
that.
Dog shouldn't be in D. I think it should have been F.
You
said
think?
D
Should we
for
move him
dog.
down to
We were
F?
listening
Dog.
to you.
He's a dog, right?
Yeah,
I don't
but he's a
know.
cool dog.
We haven't
Like,
seen him fight
If
though.
you're
To be
talking
fair,
about animal quirks,
he
it's
could
like
be-
there's a centipede. There's a dog, a centipede.
yeah, maybe octopus. Animal
They're
F
just
tier is
animals.
for the animals. It's probably better than this guy.
Yeah,
All right, we'll do the octopus in F tier. Fuck the octopus villain.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not that good.
This is the guy from Ketsubutsu Academy. I forget his name though. I think. Oh, is he
Austin,
the
you guys' name off
guy?
the top of your head?
No,
I
I, was
remember
remember
his-
his Bohden. Google it.
Well, I remember his quirk. He basically anything he throws, he can control the direction of. So, like, if he just throws something in the air, he doesn't need to like aim. Essentially, anything he throws in the air, he has perfect aim automatically. It'll just go to where he wants it to. Does that make sense?
How far is that? Like,
Probably a
say
few.
you toss up like a bomb.
100 meters.
I don't know, like a fucking little bomb.
Right, he could just toss a
pretty
bomb
strong.
in the air and it'll just go where he wants it to. You know.
That's pretty strong, man. That's like you'd be really good at football. You'd probably be a really good football player. QB.
Why do you constantly think about the mundane applications of these quirks?
It could be
Honestly,
fun at parties. You know,
Definitely a party trick. Definitely a big party trick here. So popularity's got to play a key factor here.
I'm thinking C tier. If you guys disagree, we can move him. I'm thinking C.
Oh man.
Whatever Chase wants, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll
Whatever Chase and his tiny mouth wants.
C tier's cool.
Okay, next up we have I forget her name. She's a class 1B and her hands get big. She's got big hands. So I'm thinking F.
It's not so good, right? Not very versatile.
It's not good.
I don't remember. Forgettable.
Yeah,
F is for forgettable.
It's big hands. It's whatever. It's fucking nothing.
It's certainly not as good as Big Traps, I think.
Next up, we have Deku, and Deku obviously has one for all, so we'll go up in the SS tier.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another class 1B guy. I think he's the guy who's like he's basically a Sasquatch. He like
Yeah, I
he
remember
gets he can transform and get really big and strong, essentially.
I mean, there's not really much to be said about this ability. It's not like any special thing. It's just like you get big and hairy and like slightly strong, I think, and your senses enhance a little bit.
I'm thinking it's like an enhancer quirk, like you would call it, like an enhancer from Hunter x Hunter, and I feel like it's probably better than a lot of the C tier people. I'm thinking middle of C tier. Anything that enhances your body and gives you strength and like durability is good.
Faux show. Next, we got Juzo.
Juzo here. I'm surprised you remember his name, Chase. Juzo here has the liquefaction quirk where he can like turn anything he touches into like quicksand or like a melting material or something. Pretty basic bitch stuff.
I don't know. You can melt anything though. Like
I think so.
Like you just touch somebody and they melt. I guess you gotta like touch them for a few seconds.
Oh, I don't know if it's a person. Let me see here. Juzo Honenuki.
Juzo.
Softening.
Also a great party trick.
He can soften any non-living thing he touches. For example, he can soften the ground and make it similar to quicksand, hindering movements and mobility.
Yeah,
not
it's
great.
It's not super crazy. D tier's
Maybe.
fine, I guess, Bohden.
I'm thinking F tier for this quirk, honestly. Do you disagree?
I don't know. The more I see the bubble girl, the more I'm just upset that she's even in D tier.
D tier's pretty bad. D tier's pretty bad, and And she's a side. She was Night Eye's sidekick or whatever. Like works for.
It's okay.
She's got to be pretty
Juzo's gonna
good.
Stay. Let's allow him to stay there for now. You're lucky, Juzo.
Yeah, that's fine. Kamui Woods, very prominent hero.
I saw him very early on.
Yeah, been around a long time. He's got a good quirk. He can capture people with it. He can hit, extend wood. He can control wood, I guess, and create it. I don't know if he can control wood around him or just create it. Oh, I fucked up. My video.
Bohden's gone.
There we go.
I think it's not as strong as like electric, so I don't think it should be in there. It's blasphemy if you even try to put him up there. I saw where you were going with him. Not happy about it.
I think it's better than probably maybe here. Actually, put him right below Kaminari, maybe.
I just the power to make clones of yourself is so strong, though. Like it's just so unbelievably strong.
And he can make one.
We saw in a different anime, a certain MC only made clones of himself and beat the show.
There's a lot. There are some extenuating circumstances that make him pretty good, Chase.
Yeah, whatever. I guess.
What are you talking about, Chase?
Wow, Kamui Wood's name is Shinji. Chase, there you go. Another.
Everyone's
Shinji.
named Shinji in every anime. If you don't know anybody's name, just take a guess. Guess Shinji.
Ooh, here's a great one. We got my boy. We got Bakugo and his quirk explosion.
So amazing. Best character. One of the best characters in the show.
S tier quirk right here.
S tier. Oh yeah. Drop him in there. Drop him at the top of S tier, Bohden. He will not be below anybody else in S tier. He is the standard for S tier.
I'm thinking.
No, don't
yeah,
you
Eraserhead should probably go
when you
down.
think too much, you upset me.
I'm thinking that's a good S tier right there. It's
what? Okay, whatever. I don't like it.
Actually.
Oh my god. That's fine. That's way better. Okay, that's way better.
That's pretty good.
That's way better.
Yeah, S tier. Austin, don't worry, we got the pod without you, buddy. You got shit to do.
We're taking a few business calls here.
I had to answer my coworker. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude. There's a lot of fucking people to go through.
We're not even a quarter of the way through, so let's go.
No, I think we're probably
like halfway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're gonna count each one individually, Bohden, instead of just taking 6 and multiplying it by like 5 and then adding the rest.
Oh wait, yeah, 1
stupid shit.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38.
You don't have to, just keep going. It's just wasting more time.
Yeah, we're not halfway.
Yeah, no way.
All right, Rappa from the Shie Hasaikai. I forget what his quirk does.
D tier.
He gets really strong.
Ugly.
Probably top of D tier.
No, wait. Doesn't he have like some sort of shadowy thing with him? Is that wrong?
No. Well, oh wait. Was this guy? Let me check.
I mean,
I guess I'll check. Don't worry, guys. I will check for you.
I can't look up people whose names I don't know, Bohden.
All you have to do is look, Chase. You could have typed in Shie Hasaikai because clearly he's from them. He's wearing a fucking plague mask.
Why didn't you just type that in?
I'm already on top of it, Bohden.
Oh, you just got it? All right, good for you.
I'm there right now. Yep, just got there.
I think he's Rappa, right? Is that who that is?
I'm not there yet. I was lying. I thought you're not doing it?
Oh my god.
I can't find the Hasaikai.
Garbage.
Why are they not grouped on this link you sent me? Let's throw them in D.
We actually don't have that many.
You think?
A lot of these people go quick. Did you not look him up? Are you kidding me? You're fucking garbage. You're fucking. You're literally a garbage human being.
I went through twice. I couldn't find him.
Kendo Rappa. I told you his fucking name too. All right, his quirk.
Yeah, let's get there, bud.
Is strong arm.
Waiting a lot of time.
It allows him to rotate his shoulders at extreme speeds, allowing him to attack his targets with near endless barrages of bullet punches. He's a strong dude. He fucked up.
His quirk can only stay active for a few seconds at a time, it said.
Dude, he was fucking up Fat Gum and Kirishima at the same time. This guy's probably B tier. This guy's B tier.
Bohden, we're just talking about strength here. We're talking about, or you're just talking about strength. We're talking about the overall quirk itself as like an ability. Like, I don't think it's a B tier. I think it's a C tier.
We're definitely taking into account watching the people use their quirk. Like that's 100% being taken into account for these things. You know what I mean?
Oh no, let's ask Austin. Austin, what do you think?
I don't really much care for this particular character, so I'm kind of letting you guys rock this one out. There's a couple
cool.
here that I just don't really.
All right, just tap back in when you're ready. All right, we're gonna throw him back. We'll keep him in the B tier.
Shut the fuck up.
Next up, we got Mushroom Girl from Class 1B. Fuck, this is F tier.
Actually
This is bottom
scared
of
me.
fucking F tier.
She scared me a
Why?
little bit.
She did poison stuff. That was cool.
Oh, did she do poison? Was it poison?
Yeah, she had the poison mushrooms, where they couldn't
Oh,
move.
yeah.
Caused paralysis.
All right, D tier then. Near bottom of D tier. I'm fine with that. I forgot she did poison stuff too.
I hate to
Makes
be
sense.
the bearer of bad news on this next one, guys.
Koji Koda, where do you think Koji should go?
Do you
He
hate
can talk
to,
to
be the bearer
animals.
of bad news?
All he can do is talk to animals. He can't
D.
like create. He can't make the animals strong.
Yeah, it's just kind of like D tier. You're like, if there's no animals nearby, like, what are you gonna do?
Good
Hey, you're in
point.
a field.
Good,
It's just
good point.
no animals.
Yeah. Bondo. I forget his name is Bondo, but I forget his
Bondo? Let me get that for you, bud. We'll look that up for you.
BONDO-MHA. Type that in.
Yes, Kojiro Bondo. Of course. Abilities. Enhanced strength. Or no, quirk. Semidine.
Like
Semidine.
simmer down.
Kojiro's quirk allows him to spray large amounts of a fast-drying glue-like liquid from the 7 holes on his face. The liquid is sticky and can be used to trap people and attach things to each other. It is
Ooh,
stated that
kinky.
he can control the speed at which the adhesive dries. Nice. So he shoots like
C tier.
a sticky semen type glue structure from his
I'm
face
thinking-
holes.
Honestly, I don't want to have to squirt glue from my face. Maybe D tier.
Yeah, he's no match for
That
fire
sucks.
hydrant hands.
Fire hydrant hands. Is he better than Bubble? He's got to be better than Bubble Girl.
Yeah,
He's
they were
C
getting
tier.
too much with
I
the
don't know.
tiers now. C tier? Remove him now.
All right, we'll do D
You're
tier.
getting aggressive.
Next up is another guy from Class 1B. I think this is the guy who can like solidify air.
Yeah, why don't you look this one up, Bo? Do something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was just under the impression that when we're going to begin the podcast today, that you had everything under control here.
Wow. I'm sure I'm doing my best.
Can you guys hear me chewing really loudly, by the way?
Yeah, I like it. No, it's cool. It's like a good accent
I'll
for the.
stop.
That's why I want to upload this one raw, so we can hear just.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
Dude, it's so good. I can't stop eating. I'm
This-
hungry.
Yeah, we should probably do this should be our first video podcast, by the way, right? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, Bohden, I said at the top that it was going
Oh,
to be.
okay. Kosei is his name. And yeah.
I could have figured that one out, Bo. What's his ability?
Oh, I don't know. It's called Air Prison. He refined his Oh, so yeah, he can solidify air. That's what he can do. He can basically create air prisons with it too. He can like turn it into squares of air, solidified air, and like lock people in them.
Yeah, very cool. It's not on the level of B tier, so I don't
C makes sense.
C's cool. It feels like it's on the same level though as the gum guy. Or the glue guy. Kojiro. That's
You
fine.
think?
It feels like it's on that level. Cause it's like, is that all he can do? Is make like little prisons with it? Doesn't seem as useful. I'd drop him to D. Honestly, I'm not proud of him. And I wouldn't be proud to be him.
I'm not proud of him.
I'm proud of this guy. Yeah, probably D tier.
But realizing how few names I know, I remember in academias we do this.
There's a lot of
So many
characters, you know?
characters.
That's why I'm
Crazy.
glad they always, whenever they play the show, like they put everyone's title card and like Quirk. Like I love that they do that every time to remind my stupid ass, like who everyone is.
Next up, we have Coda, who can spray water from his hands.
So you can't put him rationally above the other guy who squirts water
Yeah,
from
he's
his
just
hands.
a young fire hydrant, man.
Yeah,
So,
so with horns on his hat.
yeah.
Or those real
Probably bottom of
horns.
D.
Yeah, bottom of D. Is that Warp Gate?
Kurogiri? Warp Gate.
Well, you know, it's actually not Kurogiri. It's
Take it easy.
actually, yeah.
Warp Gate is pretty useful as like a support quirk for sure.
Now, can he warp himself? He can, correct?
Yes.
So now we're looking at
Yes.
teleportation. In which case,
Yeah.
A tier for me. If you
Yeah,
can teleport,
Definitely like
That's
top
like-
end of a support character. Like
yeah,
like
that's just
necessity.
so strong. Like in and
Yeah.
out.
It's a very good quirk.
I just wonder what the limitations are exactly. Like how fast he can teleport. I'm thinking like you know the movie Jumper. They can just like
Yeah.
hop around or like Nightcrawler or something like that.
He can just appear pretty quickly, so I'm thinking it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say I really think that's an A tier quirk. Like that's crazy teleportation.
Yeah, I agree with Chase.
Yeah, I think I do too.
I'm gonna have to step out quick. I got a
I
business call,
also
guys.
agree with Chase. Next up, we have Jiro, earphone jack quirk.
Doesn't do it for me. D tier.
I think this is
I'd say
B tier
C.
quirk.
I'm gonna say
B?
C. I'm gonna say C. I think it's fair.
B tier, Bohden.
think?
You're
I
crazy.
think it's fair. I think
Drunk
it's
with
fair.
power, this man.
I just feel like
Plugs
B
into
tier.
a wall and hears shit.
Yeah, that's like great for reconnaissance. She can
And that's
also
all
plug
it's
them.
great for.
She can plug them into the speakers on her legs and like fire out supersonic fucking
Yeah.
sound waves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just not there.
You wouldn't get it, dude. You wouldn't get it.
All right,
You're
C
gonna
tier's
upset the
fine.
fans. All right.
How
there
about La Brava? La Brava. What was her quirk again?
you go.
Pretty sure she
remember
can
what
like
her-
figure out any password or something.
Ooh.
Her quirk?
Pretty sure it's
Is that
something to
what
do with
it was?
passwords and keys.
La Brava.
Is that what it was?
It really is
Brava's
something to do with
ability
passwords. I'm telling you,
is-
because she hacked into like the mainframe or whatever. Remember?
Oh, is she just a great hacker? She can.
She has something to do with passwords, dude.
How does that
I
make
mean-
La
sense?
Brava's quirk allows her to grant a tremendous boost in power for the person she loves most.
I thought it had something to do with
Oh.
Quirk
passwords.
has its limitations in which it can only be used once a day. When she grants
This
power
is
to
F.
her loved one, the person enters in lover mode, which their power
La
increases.
Brava goes in
greatly.
F tier.
Oh, hacking. La Brava is a professional hacker. As
There we
noted by the
go.
police.
I thought that was
Yeah,
a
she
quirk.
okay.
No, she's just a hacker. That's just like
Gotcha,
anyone
gotcha.
who knows like code and stuff can like figure that out.
So she's
That's
a
hilarious.
password gal.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Daigoro Banjo, former One for All user, and his quirk was Black Whip.
Super dope. Super dope.
B tier, I'd say.
Yeah, it's like better than Sero's quirk.
It's better
Probably
than Orca.
better.
It's better than everybody up to. It's better. Oh, dude, it's better than Electric Guy too. Better than Tenya. Tenya.
I put him at the top. I mean, for flexibility, yeah, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
That's what I would.
It's so strong though. Like he could fly with those
respect
things. He could like.
Next
jump
up,
around
we
the
have
city.
Oboro Shirakumo, Eraserhead and President Mike's old friend. He has like a cloud ability where he can create like a cloud, like
Austin can do that when he rips his vape. Can you do it real quick for the
Oboro
fans, Austin? People are really gonna
No,
want
I'm
that.
not doing it now. I don't want
They
to.
don't want the
yeah,
visual. Give us a quick cloud.
No.
That's why you're not on the list, bud. Okay, so this guy vapes. I'll put him in A tier. Anyone who vapes is
Yeah,
cool
I think
as
his
fuck.
quirk is.
That is true.
Because
Because all you need to be is cool as fuck to make it to A tier, right, Dabi? I mean, Austin.
He can create different sized clouds, dense enough to be touched and even to hold up the weight of one or several people. They can float.
I'm gonna use my
they can
veto against Chase. It's a little outside of the box, but I'm just gonna veto Chase. I don't know how that works, but that's on the record.
I just got a call from someone from Rhode Island, Austin. I don't know if they're trying to reach you.
Why would they try to reach me?
I don't know, man. You talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So he can make clouds that people can float on and use as transportation. I'm sorry, it's not B tier. It's in C tier. It's totally utility. It's not even good utility. In fact, because most people don't need it. They can just fly around themselves.
Austin, what do you think? Do you think B or C? What do you think?
Run me back through what outside of that he can.
He makes clouds that people can stand on.
He can create like
I don't want to
dense.
hear Chase's
Up to
shitty
7
version.
people. It's not even that many.
He can create dense clouds of different sizes. He can store things inside of them. They can hold people. He uses them to like fly. They can float, so he flies around on them. He can use them. I think as like.
Ever get hit by a cloud?
Yeah. So when facing a foe, the ability to fly
Doesn't
and the
hurt.
great speed of the clouds gives Ober a great maneuverability.
Okay, so he can move.
He can
fast on a
hide in the
cloud.
clouds as well. He can shield people with them.
This is the most D tier. I don't even think it's C tier. I think it's
What the fuck are you talking about? This is a good
tier.
action. This is actually a great quirk.
What is great about it? It's like you hide people in your cloud and then fly around.
And
the
there's
cloud.
no limit. To how many
Zero is in
clouds he
B
can
tier and
make.
he throws tape from his elbows. He is better than Zero.
He's not
Suck
better
my
than
dick.
Sarah. He's not better than Sarah.
He's in B tier.
It's
do you think,
purely
Austin?
support, right? Like there's no offensive ability. We have to think about that.
Okay, well, we have tons of support characters that are higher up for like espionage
one.
and things like that. What do you mean, name one?
Warp
4
Gate.
characters.
He's
in
an
that
A
team
tier.
tier.
Teleportation. That's like insane.
bozo.
That's not floating on a cloud.
He can't fight. He's literally not a fighter.
Dude,
Yeah, he couldn't do
fuck
anything.
you guys. Fuck this cloud.
He's B tier.
Keep him
Suck
in a
my
B
cock.
tier. Chase can fuck off.
The fans are outraged. I already hear them bitching in the comments right now about this. They're outraged.
The next person up is Magna. He's now dead. Forget what his quirk was though.
Magna Opus.
Magnetism. That's what it was. He's got magnetism as his quirk.
Let's see where you guys put this one. I'm curious. What do you guys think about magnetism?
Chase
Is
is
that
really
as-
on his high horse.
Is that as
today.
strong as floating on a cloud?
So the way his magnetism works was he could create a North Pole and a South Pole, like the reverse poles. Like he could assign it to a place, and then those poles that obviously retract or attract to each other or detract. So it's like the Diva path from Naruto, the way he could like bring shit to him and shoot shit away from him. It's like that.
as good as a cloud.
It's I think Magna's
Outrageous.
quirk is B tier. I think it's a really good
Why
quirk.
not throw it in S tier, Bohden? We're just throwing shit everywhere, aren't we? Throw it in fucking
B
triple
tier is
S tier.
definitely the most consistent. You were trying to put the electric guy in what, A tier?
It's the
Some
same argument
some-
as
some
a blast of
egregious
fire.
type
Except
attitude.
with electric, he can like take out a
Dude.
grid of like
Chase, you're insane.
civilization.
You're
Yeah.
a madman. You're drunk with power.
He can override a whole civilization and take and
We're
make them
changing the
fall to their
name
knees.
we're changing the name from Shweebs to Chase and Company for the podcast. Sound off in the comments what you think.
Oh. My
The next
children.
person up is one of the people from the Wild Wild Pussycats.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, Bohden.
What
I
Whoa.
forget her name
Pussycats?
though. Was it Mandalay or Pixie Bob?
You got like 5 download speed over there in Hamburg. What's up with this?
Screw you guys.
Listen.
Look shit up in your fucking Tennessee internet. Oh yeah, telepath. So she allows her quirk to
Oh
mentally
yeah, she can talk to
send
everybody.
telepathic messages.
She's
to
like
people.
Eno. She's the Eno of the show then.
Great fucking quirk.
Yeah, guys. You know that's a utility quirk. Where are we gonna put this cool utility quirk at?
Yeah, here we go. Oh man.
You're hovering it in A tier. I see.
It's B or A in my opinion.
It's B tier. It's
It's B.
disgusting how you'd even consider A tier here.
Let Chase
Look at
have
the
his
other
little
people in
wins
A
here.
tier. Just look around you. Have some self-awareness.
Take a look around.
That's a good point.
Cementos tier.
It's B tier.
Fuck out of here.
Why is Cementos still at the top of A tier?
It
This
should
is
be an
so
S tier. It's the fucking wash. The wash. I'm fucking pissed.
All right, listen.
I might have to
Man,
say
being able to telepathically
Ugh.
link people is like such a useful support
It
quirk.
is.
Like it's insane.
It is.
It's
Can
got
you
to
get
be B
into
tier.
enemies' heads and just talk shit? Is the question. Maybe it goes
I think
up.
we should
Love
just
you.
decide. I think we should decide that each of the tiers, we're not going to rank the tiers themselves in order because I feel like that's just too fucking hard.
It's too much. Yeah.
We have too many. So when I put someone in a tier, I'm not ranking that tier itself. So from now on, let's just not, because that's just going to take more time and it's just too fucking hard. But I think Mandalay is a great B tier ability. It's not offensive, it's not like a fighting ability, but it's such a good
it's
ability.
like basically if everyone just had Bluetooth earbud in, you know what I mean? Like it's like to that level, except you don't have to have those in, even though you could.
That was
But
really
we'll
good.
let
Yeah.
Chase. That was really good.
We'll let B tier. It's fine.
It was really good.
All right, next up is manga. I remember this guy's name.
Oh,
Manga
yeah.
Fukadashi.
He
I forget what his.
he writes things. Isn't he like Psy? Where he
Yeah, was that what it was? He could
I
like
thought
his
so.
drawings come to life or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Manga Fukadashi.
Great name. His head is a fucking like bubble. It's like a speech bubble.
It's
from a comic.
terrifying. It is terrifying.
What a terrifying human
This
being
is
to
a
have
terrifying.
to face.
He breaks the dimension. He's two-dimensional in his head.
Oh, he can materialize words in midair by speaking them. These words are onomatopoeia words that which can manifest the effects of the phenomena that the sound suggests. Like what?
That's like
That's an
that's
epic
like
quirk.
anime breaking.
He's just speaking it into existence, literally.
Yeah, so he could say like boom and create like an explosion.
Yeah, but how? Like, where does the explosion occur? I don't know. I guess you can.
I'm not
control that a
sure.
little bit. Dude, that's like it's like game breaking. Like it's like insane.
This is an A tier quirk.
This character exists only to break the show. Is it A tier?
That's a freaking A tier quirk. I got to be honest.
He
Look,
can say anything, and then it basically happens.
But it says it has to
Like,
be onomatopoeia, doesn't it?
Well, yeah,
oh my
I
god,
think.
it's like if fucking what's his face from Jujutsu Kaisen didn't have any limitations.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I really take into account versatility of a quirk. That's a big
do?
thing for me.
You do?
I think versatility is so important, and I feel like that the versatility of this quirk is insane. That's an A tier right there.
Yeah, you do take versatility into consideration. What's the versatility of being a cloud, Bohden?
I knew you were gonna go with that or bring up.
Dude,
I mean,
literally,
was waiting.
I spoke about it.
You hide into
Defensive,
a cloud.
offensive. He can fly with
What's
them. He can store
offensive?
things inside of him. He can hide inside of them.
You're
What-
offensive.
So
Chase,
he hides and flies. All right, whatever, guys.
and fights
The
and
fans are
defends.
upset. I'm already getting
Oh.
emails. That probably was the person from Rhode Island that called me earlier. They're probably calling. They're like, "This is ridiculous. What's happening?"
They
here?"
got our numbers
madman.
They're
somehow.
somehow listening live stream right now.
This is madness. Next up is manual. The dude can like control water or something. Pretty lame.
Or
D
something.
tier.
How is the controlling of water lower than the
Actually,
controlling
C
of
tier.
fire?
I'll do C
What?
tier.
I don't understand.
Why? All water he can
I don't
control?
understand.
Hang on, let me double check. All I remember is that there was water coming out of a hydrant, and he did this, and it like he made the water go in another direction.
I don't understand how we're putting all the elemental abilities on different tiers, like sporadically.
Well, some elements are cooler, better.
Yeah, and it's all
The
about
way
how
they
the
can
person.
But like water is way more useful than fire.
Subjectively, I mean.
His quirk allows him to control water, and that's all it says about it. I don't think he can create water. I think he can just control it.
Okay, that's fine. C
So he's a
tier it
water
is,
bender.
Then what if he's in a field? I don't know. Let's go to the next
Actually, I'm gonna say, I think B tier. If he can
Suck
just
a
control, if he's just a water bender,
one. I
like,
do agree.
that's-
B tier.
that's great.
B tier is super mid range, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Jiro is next. Jiro has a really strong tail, and he's gonna go right in F tier.
Yep. Yep. We don't have to talk long about that one. He has a tail.
Mei Hatsume, her quirk is that she can see really far away.
So super versatile. She can hide.
Probably F tier.
She can hide and then see.
We're just gonna move on to the next
so-
character. Chase can eat shit.
Yeah, Shoji is his
I do love
limbs can
Shoji.
like replicate other like appendages at the ends of his limbs. We know what he does.
Probably
It's
pop him in a
pretty
D.
cool. I mean,
he's strong. It is a somewhat versatile quirk.
we're gonna put him above Centipeder. I don't know if I
He's
agree
a
with it.
he's a D for me.
D
Yeah,
or
he's a
F.
D, decent D.
He did,
Midnight
yeah.
is up next. Midnight can put people to
yeah.
sleep with the with the smoke that she can produce with her body.
S.
And, like put people to sleep. S?
I'm kidding.
What the fuck? Oh
I'm kidding.
god!
I
Don't even come
I
at
was
me like
surprised for a second there. But I do
Um,
think
that. It's not A.
this is a B or A.
This is a B tier. I think the way she utilized it was probably like way better than what we're giving it credit for. But I think the quirk itself is a B.
Yeah. I think it's pretty like if someone just doesn't breathe in, they can probably resist it. But like
Yeah. Say you're an orca, like direct counter, orca beats her. If they're if they're underwater.
is Chase okay? Guys, is Chase okay? Next up, Chase, thanks for going ahead of time. That's fine. I'll look it up on the fly.
Orcas, dude.
I've been in a sour mood ever since you put Kaminari in B tier.
How? What's
It,
wrong
has,
with
yeah,
that?
it all comes back to that.
I've just been in a bad mood. It's insane.
Another Shie Hasaikai member.
This blows my mind. This is a joke. We're gonna be remembered as making a joke tier list. People are gonna take us seriously.
It's a spoof list, right? Just because of that, it's a spoof list.
I'd be like, what is this list? All right, bud, come on.
Oh, this is Mimic from the Shie Hasaikai. This guy. I
He's
think
actually the
there's
general
quirk being good.
manager of the Shia
Yeah, his quirk is mimicry. His quirk allows him to merge his body and mind into an object. So this is the guy who has Pika's Devil Fruit from One Piece. This guy can like essentially merge with like the building, like the
Yep.
objects around him, and become them and manipulate
Yep,
them.
yep. Because he was the
Which is-
he was the one creating. He was the one in the walls and stuff, creating all the trouble for the group as the heroes as they were coming in.
This is a
No problem for
deceptively good
Mirio.
quirk.
Yeah.
Right, but Eraserhead couldn't erase it because he couldn't see his physical body and shit like that.
Big ups to this guy. You can really go into anything and control it, dude. That's like, I
A
want to
for
say
me.
A. I want to say A.
Yeah, I think I agree with you guys. I think A is a good one because like I'm just imagining he can go into like a gun or like a tank and then control it and fire that shit. He can like leave. He can leave shit and go into other shit. And
Yeah,
be
even if it gets
evasive.
destroyed, like, is that him? Like, he just pops out of it and then jumps into something else.
Yeah, I guess
I don't know
so.
if
Yeah,
something
that's a
like
really
that.
good
I don't
quirk
know.
actually.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Mina Ashido. She can squirt acid from her body, like a pretty strong corrosive acid.
Gotta be C
think-
for me, right?
Really, I was gonna actually say, well, I think B because it's a corrosive acid. That's like a
You
really
can slide on it. She can like.
she can slide on it. I mean, if you disagree, if you think C, I could see that.
You could see that.
Nice.
Hmm.
Everybody
You know,
gets
we
one
need
share.
more C people, so maybe C is good for Mina.
Try to balance the list out.
Yeah, because
It's like not really. It's like only offensive in that.
I mean, you
it's
can't
like
put her in the
anyone
same
else
thing
who
as the
touches it will
clouds.
burn, hero or
She
not.
can't be in the same tier as the clouds. I mean, that's just crazy.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So we have Mineta up next.
All right, guys,
his
I'm gonna have
quirk
to
is
use my
pop
veto
off.
here. I'm gonna have to use my veto here.
Oh fucking god! Are you
I'm
gotta
just
be
kidding.
kidding
I'm
me?
just kidding.
For sure.
So
F
trash.
tier.
So
Almost
trash.
no
S tier.
discussion at all.
SS.
I would say D.
D. It's
Yeah,
good
because
for
he
like
can
an F and
climb-
Nothing.
Because he can climb buildings with it. He can throw it and like stick to people. If he throws enough to someone, they're like immobile
Total sussy
You ever
baka.
see
That's a good
The
point, actually.
Incredibles? You ever see The Incredibles? That one scene where Mr. Incredible got shot by all those balls that stuck to
Oh
him.
yeah.
It reminds me of that a lot, and that disabled Mr. Incredible. So if you think about it, he could disable.
Chase is making a
Mr.
good
Incredible.
argument. You
This
know
is the
what?
Mr. This is the Incredibles of defense here.
This is a C tier quirk.
Yeah, let's go.
That's actually a good quirk.
Chase did all of that on purpose. He did all.
No,
of
it's
that on
actually
purpose.
like when you think
Yeah, but
about
look
it,
at
it's
him.
actually
Look at
really good.
That's like actual versatility right there. It's not like
Yeah, he's right. Chase
That
actually
was
has a
why he
point.
did that. But that
That's
was
like
why he
real
did that.
versatility.
He didn't do that for us. He did that for him.
Chase has a point. Okay, guys. Next up, we have my veto. Now,
You don't have to.
I'm putting this where I want because it's my veto.
Oh.
And this is an SS tier quirk. Permeation, Mirio's quirk. That's SS tier. This quirk is fucking amazing. This quirk, when you really think about it, he can't be affected by anybody else's fucking quirk when he's activated. Like, I think about like he can't be physically attacked because it goes through him. And quirks like Midnight's quirk, where she releases the gas to like make you fall asleep, shit like that can't affect him either because the gas can't interact with his nervous system because it passes through his body. He can't be affected by shit like that either. It's fucking, his quirk is absolutely bonkers amazing. And that's my veto.
Yeah, you didn't have to veto it. I would put him in SS, but that's fine.
What?
No,
That's
let him
fine.
use his veto. That's
You
good.
did.
Use
No,
veto,
you did
Bohden.
use your veto though. That is the first veto
Yeah.
used, and it is gone. I even tried to stop you because you said this is my veto, and I was like, you don't have to. You kept going. I would have put SS as well. It's so unbelievably strong. Like it literally. I didn't know it was capable of all that. I knew he was like invincible as far as like you can't get hit while he's permeated.
Yeah.
But it's just insane. Like it really is insane. The way he used it too, how he bounces off of things or whatever. Like
It's so good. Like I remember that fight with Overhaul was absolutely awesome. Like if they didn't have those stupid fucking bullets that take your quirk away, he literally would have like saved the day and beaten them.
Yeah,
Like,
someone
it's
like
wild.
Minato would like probably fuck him up though. If you think about it, like just get one ball on him, he's done.
It's so cool how like when he was punching Overhaul, like he like put his fist through his arm and then hit his face.
Yeah,
So like it was like shit like that. He's so good. He's so fucking powerful. I think that's an SS tier. I'm fine with wasting my veto on that though because I was just worried that you guys would say like S, but it's that quirk is insane. But yeah. So I guess next up is Miruko, top 10 hero right here. I think we haven't seen her fight, but she's like top 10 hero. She's got to be pretty strong. I'm thinking probably A tier. I think she's got
what's her ability?
I think she's got like it's like a rabbit quirk, but like it's one of those things where she's like really strong. Like her body is like enhanced. She's got really powerful legs that she bounces on and can like kick people with.
Is her name Mirko? I thought it was Rumi.
Yeah. Mirko or Mirko in Japanese.
It's Rumi. Rumi.
Oh no, her real name is Rumi. Usagi.
She's the number 5 hero, guys. Her quirk is
I want to
rabbit.
see her fight at some
Quirk
point.
gives her the attributes and abilities of a rabbit. This grants her incredible leg strength and all the others. So it's an animal quirk, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's an animal quirk. But it's cooler than a dog because she can jump really high and has super hearing and all this other stuff. So it's little
Bro, like her legs are insanely strong. Like imagine
tier?
Sanji like level.
Ah.
I'm thinking A tier. If you guys disagree, we can move her, of course. But I think this is an A tier quirk because yes, she's an animal, and the other animals on here aren't great, but hers gives her insane strength.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Her animals, yeah, it's like an overall. Every one of her like senses is enhanced, and also physical abilities.
Bro,
It's pretty cool.
it's like Gran Torino's quirk with as far as like using his legs to make him fast and shit, and her legs are physically strong. Like imagine her dashing around and then kicking you in the fucking jaw, dude. You're done.
Is it really above the cloud though? Is it really above?
Wow,
the
you're
cloud?
upset. You're so mad that the cloud.
I might have to
ability is in
veto
D
the
tier.
cloud down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
Son of
go
a-
ahead. Use your veto.
It's a
Use
son
your
of a-
Hey, use
veto.
your
No,
veto, Chase. Go ahead.
I have a special place in my heart for my veto. It's coming up soon.
All right, next up is Momo Yaoyorozu, who has
S
the quirk
tier.
creation.
S tier, guys. Create anything.
Yeah.
It's insane. Insanity.
That's an S tier Quirk.
Honestly,
right there.
as it goes on over time, we haven't seen the full extent of this, but it's like that's almost SS to me. Like it's insane. You create anything. Blows my mind.
It could be SS, depending on how she uses it in the future. Who the fuck knows? Although it's also like you have to think she's not physically strong at all. She can just create objects, and like that can only go so far. You know what I mean? Like just creating like a weapon, like a gun, is great, but like people have superpowers that make them like godly. So
it's
like
true, but I'm just thinking like not every single instance of being a hero is like hand-to-hand combat though, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like so it's like that's why I'm not like picturing it as that. It's in almost every other situation possible. She's so unbelievably useful.
It's like the ultimate versatility.
Yeah, it's got to be S tier for me. Has to be.
Oh, this guy, Moonfish, his teeth can extend and like be like. This guy was like creepy as fuck when we saw him in the show. Creepy. I'm thinking F tier because fuck this
was he the one in the
gimp
cloud weirdo. At the camp?
Gimp weirdo.
Yeah, he fought the he fought in the forest.
Yeah, in the forest and shit. Dude, this dude terrified me.
His character design is creepy as fuck.
He was just like trying to eat people and shit.
He probably wants to eat people. Let's be honest.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, this guy's hero name is Mr. Brave. I think his quirk has something to do with his hair. I think his hair can be like needle-like, and he can like take them off and like use them as projectiles.
Okay, so it's the same as the other guy in D tier, except worse.
Except I feel like it's better than this guy.
What? I don't understand your logic here.
I feel like it is.
How?
Because we don't even know if that guy can take his hair off and use it as a projectile. We just know his hair gets hard.
Yeah, but that's all.
He probably should be an F until we see what else he can do.
Just as a helmet, basically.
Oh man.
Whatever. Go to the next. I don't know all these people, but I think honestly, the teeth guy should have been in D tier as well. I don't think he should have been in F tier.
You think? I can put him in D if you want.
Yeah, it seemed like he gave some people a run for his money.
Next up is Mr. Compress, whose quirk I think is awesome. I think he's an A tier quirk.
Whoa. What's next? Gonna throw a cloud user in B? No, I don't know. Nah, man. So, okay, to get this straight, he turns big things into small things. Hence his name, Mr. Compress. He can do that with heroes, with anybody, with humans. I don't know if he can do it with like big things like buildings or anything. That'd be pretty crazy.
We might have to do a part 2 video for this one.
You think, are you running out of time, Austin?
I got about half an hour. I don't know if we can get through 30 characters in 30 minutes.
Yeah, we might not be able to. If you want to record tomorrow or something, or
fans are upset. I already know they're upset about this.
Yeah, the fans are going to be disappointed.
They're already pissed off
by this, Austin.
No worry, guys. I'm trying to fix this list by the next time we hop on here, though.
That's what I'm saying. Especially because we're going to go back through it, which I'm open to, and I definitely need to argue with Chase big time on those. Because
honestly, we can do Mr. Compress last if you want. Like this can be our last one because he can compress anything in a spherical area around his arm into a small marble without damaging it.
It's not A tier. I just can't fathomably see this as an A tier. Like,
this is a fucking A tier quirk, bro.
It's B tier. Like, it really is in every aspect of B tier quirk. Like, he can make things small, Bohden, but like, it has to be around his arm. Like, he has to like. I guess he does instantly neutralize anybody he does it to. But
yeah, like if he gets close enough to you, you're turned into a marble. You're done.
And you just die.
And then you're in his pocket.
Yeah, then he can just toss you into like the ocean or something. I don't know. All right, yeah, whatever. Mr. Compress is A tier. Sound off in the comments if you dislike that one too, guys.
How many do we got left? There's a.
You don't think we could speed run this?
Yeah, probably not because we still got we got like Shigaraki. Well, we got like some other cool people.
I'm gonna fight for
Let me
that
see
one.
how
My
how many do
favorite
we have
one.
left.
My favorite one's in the last
14
row.
times 4.
Oh, okay. I know who you're
56.
talking about.
No, you don't.
I definitely do.
We have another 70 to go, 68 to go. So we can call it here if we want. We've done that's about halfway ish.
You have to go to work, Austin? Or you
Doctor's appointment.
Oh, okay. How important is that?
I mean, it's prepaid for, so I'd like to get it.
Okay.
you know?
You didn't think about like, I don't know, telling them you have a podcast to record?
I'm sorry.
Anything you can call them and just let them know, hey, I got a podcast. I'm trying to.
I don't know
finish
that
up
I have
here.
that like notoriety quite yet.
Not yet. All right.
No.
Well, all right. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Austin puts his health above the podcast. So I guess we'll finish this recording next week. This will be a
Yeah, we're actually evenly halfway. I think 70 is about halfway because we have 148 in total. So
I think a lot of people are going to stop watching after this first one. I think they're upset with a lot of the ways that we ranked some of these.
You're right. Best Jeanist. We're gonna have to talk about Best Jeanist and where he really goes.
Oh, God. All right. So that's it for
there's
this
a lot
week,
of Dabi issues that Chase has been having, and I think he's a little upset about that.
Fuck
still.
you.
Chase has been obsessed with both Dabi and Clouds
It's
and like
insane
some weird shit.
that you're just
and Kaminari's
ranking
electric ability
elementals differently as if like they're
So good.
vastly. Oh my God. I'm
Vastly
disgusted.
better.
I need to eat these fucking goldfish. All right, that's it for this week, guys. Tune in next week for our second. Cheetah's in the camera.
Hey, perfect timing, Cheeto.
Look at him. So tune in next week, guys, for the second half of this banger of a tier list here.
Yeah, and
Our
also
social
for
media.
Cheeto.
Our social media.
Expect more Cheeto.
He's stepping on the keyboard. Hopefully, it doesn't end this early. Our social medias will be in the description if we use them or not. Click on them anyway. Give us some follows or whatnot. That's it, though, guys. Sound off what you hate about this or love.
I hate that. I hate that.
I like just the general discourse that follows. But that's it, guys. We are Shweebs.
Oh, we're doing it at the end now too.
I'm trying to figure it out. You know, maybe around episode 30 or 40, we'll figure out how we're actually going to intro and outro this fucking podcast. But that's it, guys. So, bye.